Hello. We are good to go as far as I can tell. The outbreak just finished up, so, yeah, we're all set. I'm getting an early start because I don't know how long this chapter is going to take. It shouldn't take the whole 3 hours, I hope. But just to be on the safe side, I wanted to give myself the ability to go a little bit longer if necessary. Just turn on my Switch. And once that's done, we'll get started. I need to replay Sonic and the Black Knight, give it a fair shake. This is actually an idea I've had for a long time, is doing a series on games I didn't really like, but want to give a second chance. Again, I just don't know what to call the series, though. Again, second chance is just very straightforward. Part of me almost wants to go with alliteration again. But yeah, hi Eden, thank you for all the head pats as always. But we are just about to get started. Okie dokie, so we are primed and ready to go. So let's jump straight into Chapter 8. We did a fair amount of setup last time, so hopefully I'll be good to go, and won't regret jumping in with very low preparation. We can't leave despite this ominous cutscene. We're not locked into Palace of Shadow, thankfully. But we are on Chapter 8, the 1,000-Year Door. This is it. This is the final chapter. Though the stream series will go a bit farther because I do want to 100% this game. Again, not every game on Fox Girls Favorites will be a 100% run for my sanity, but I definitely think this game isn't too unreasonable. This place is unsettling, but we have no choice. We have to get in there and save Peach before things get any more out of control. Let's go, Mario. Alright, it is very ornate in this remake. Very much a fan of the aesthetic of this place. Immediately, we have a save block that feels a little bit anticlimactic. And yeah, we went through the Pivot 100 trials already, so we can basically one-shot all enemies. Including a pseudo mini-boss that's like supposed to be like a forced encounter. We can just one-shot it, so hypothetically, this could be a really short chapter, Chapter 8 run, if we're just blasting through all the enemies. The big problem is, do I remember where everything is? There are some puzzles and mazes and stuff in here, so it won't be all smooth sailing. I also went and cataloged everything I need to tattle, and yeah, we don't need to tattle any of these enemies, thanks to the Pivot 100 trials, so we can go straight over here, but we actually, I probably should be fighting these actually, but there's no option other than get hit by a first strike, so that's mildly unfortunate there. It's fine. But yeah, one of the only enemies we'll actually have to tattle in here, that's not a boss. This is very dramatic music, by the way. That's a bombshell build. These things are repeatedly shot out by bombshell build blasters. Max HP is 3, attack is 6, and defense is 2. Its attack is high, but its HP is low, so take it out before it takes you out. And again, if you focus on these guys, you'll never win. Smack that bombshell build blaster. I also need to be very careful not to first strike the blaster itself, or else we won't actually get the encounter. I think there is a second set of bombshell build blasters in the 1,000-Year Door, or in the Palace of Shadow, so it wouldn't be the end of the world if I forgot, but still. I would like to get this out of the way now while I'm thinking about it. This will actually be an annoying encounter despite being able to one-shot it on the field. Basically because it has really high defense. We might need Bob Ray for this. That's a Bombshell Bill Blaster. It fires Bombshell Bills. Makes sense, right? Max HP is 10 and defense is 4. It's really, really tough. Yeah, hard to hurt this guy. Thing is, if you don't take it out, it'll keep shooting Bombshell Bills at you. So you gotta figure out a way to beat it and fast. What the hell do we have item-wise? Some of the stuff I want to keep, but I guess we can toss a Thunder Rage if need be. That feels like overkill. We haven't used, like, any of these. We haven't used Clock Out at all. We haven't used Sweet Treat or Sweet Feast, for that matter. Just haven't needed them. So yeah, this is kind of a weird run where I'm not using specials other than, like, my go-tos, which are Art Attack, Power Lift, and Showstopper is a go-to. But again, that would be overkill against these Bill Blasters. The one downside of doing this is recharging star points before the next boss. That might actually be a little challenging. So we'll have to see how that goes. Sub-level 2, so we're making good time here. Here's one of the badges we're missing. You got an All or Nothing badge. Boost attack power by properly executing action commands. Drop to 0 failed. Oh, I was trying to see if I could grab the coin with the hammer. The answer is no. Sorry, Gambella. Hey, guess who doesn't remember the pattern of the spikes, though? Case in point. How? Okay, this is going great so far. Actually, Koopsa could have gotten it while the spikes were lowered. Yeah, I'm just kind of inching forward, because I don't remember where this stuff is. Never mind, I missed. That's fine. Yeah, not like these are very tough enemies anyway. Wow, actually there's only one, and it's got an Ice Storm, which can actually be very helpful, because we do need some Ice Storms for something later on, for the cooking. So if it actually drops that, that'd be great. But I know my luck. We probably won't get that much. Get that lucky with a drop. Yeah, see, I know my luck. There should be one more set of spikes, yeah. Nope, we gotta go the other way. Cool. Again, when you don't have to fight as much, this goes pretty fast, actually. Which is kinda nice. I did equip the ice badge, I think. Not that it matters, because we can just do this. Sadly, the ice badge does not protect you. Oh. I mean, that's kind of helpful for some of the super bosses, I guess, but like, shrug. There are two ways to do this section. One is to use Vivian and go slowly, the other is to use Tube Form, which is a little bit riskier, but can be a little bit faster. If we took like no damage, we'll be fine without healing. So we got a big ass hallway. With nothing in it, except a new Tribones. Actually, Gambella, what do you have to say? Those are some weird colored bones, very suspicious, but I feel like I've seen something like them before. Guess we're not gonna get much farther without checking them out, are we? Glurg, blurg. None shall pass by, that those who would disturb her sleep fall into the depths of endless darkness. Real charmer. Anyway, eek! May the intruder never find the key to this door. So yeah, this is the same thing as Hooktail Castle, except now he'll actually move around a bit. This is a mini boss, so I don't think we can first strike this anyway. That is a lot of bones. But first of all, let's actually tattle to see what we're actually dealing with in terms of our mini boss. That's a Dark Bones. That's the baddest of the Bones gang. Max HP is 20, attack is 5, and defense is 2. Once HP goes down to 0, it collapses into a pile, but will eventually rise again. Fire and explosions will put a permanent end to it getting back up though. Its HP is high, so it's hard to take it down. Like any other Bones, it sometimes builds friends if it feels outnumbered. It's a pretty tough enemy, you'd better take it and its buddies all at once. Now, the question I have is how the hell do I even approach this? I doubt they'll let me get away with this, but want to see if it'll work. BXY. I almost hit the wrong button. Again, the GameCube controller is unique in that the A button is the central pivot of everything. So everything is set around the A button. So I do feel like some of these mini-games, or these QuickTime events essentially, would be a little bit easier not on a Switch controller. But there is the issue of some inputs just... Oh wow, they actually got the Dark Bones. I don't know why the audience members left. I guess because it didn't hit all of them, but that feels kind of unfair actually. It's like, I'm doing my best over here. But yeah, Vivian is a good choice, because fire will obliterate them. Again, I did not think Showstopper would work on the Dark Bones, not gonna lie. 2 attack. Or 2 defense, that's for the Dark Bones though. Yeah, no, these just have 2 defense. Oh yeah, I forgot, I equipped all of the sound badges. I'm pretty sure I even said something like, I'm gonna equip all these and see if I remember I did that on next stream. And surprise, I forgot. You got a palace key, a key for a door in the Palace of Shadow. Again, a lot of the keys are color coded now, so that's very nice. One key for everything instead of like one size fits all. That is an Ultra Shroom. I might throw something out for that if I need to. I'm actually trying to think if we need Thunder Rages for anything. Ow. Oops. That's fine. Mild speed bump along the way, but we should be able to get through this no problem. We should actually hit level 30 by the final boss, hopefully, just by the nature... Oh wait, this is not actually a one-shot. Okay, so we actually do need to fight these. I used Art Attack last time, that's probably overkill. I only did that partly because we were down an attack due to toweling. But for this one, we'll just do this. This should deal a decent amount of damage, like 7, I think. Yep. Oh, that sucks. Fog, meaning we will probably whip this. We'll do 7. Okay, yeah, never mind. So the Bill Blaster can only fire bullet bills, they can't really do much else. But this could take a bit, just because our attacks are gonna miss a bunch. Oh hey, that actually clears the fog on our side, but not on their side, which kind of bites actually. Let's see if I can time it. When it's this close, never mind, hit Mario, that sucks. Really? Really, game? You're just gonna be feisty, huh? Okay. Did the explosion actually clear the fog? Like, is that a mechanic? I actually don't know if that's the case or not. Genuinely don't know. Anyway, 2 star points for us. That was not entirely worth the amount of time invested into that fight. And believe it or not, I think there should be another set of cannons, so we're swapping back over to Vivian to get through there a little bit more easily. Again, the embers should be like 1 star point at best, so no point in fighting those if we don't have to. Yeah, I could have sworn we could one-shot these, but I guess not. Guess I was misremembering how many star points we'd get, though basically one more level and we actually would be able to, I think, one-cycle these, or like just hit them on the field. If my math is actually correct on that. Hey, so about me being worried about charging up our star points again, that turns out to not be a problem. Let's see how much this does, actually. That dealt a lot of damage with the Power Plus P badge equipped that did a significant amount of bow, so that should finish it off, yeah. I hope everyone's doing well today. I'm having an okay-ish day. I'm just kind of like a little bit discombobulated, but not too bad. We should have a maze coming up. Oh, hi. That's a lot of enemies. I don't remember there being a save block here originally. Now that I think about it. Like, was that always here? Am I just, like, misremembering entirely? I know my memory is bad, but, like, I don't remember that being here. How much will this deal, actually? 5 per? So hypothetically, one thing we could do... This is a waste of FP, but we're at save blocks, so I don't care that much. We can give Mario an extra turn. Again, trying to actually hit the stylish, because... Never mind, we're actually full. Either way, I want to see if these give us anything. Nope, nothing. So yeah, there's no point in fighting most of the enemies here. So yeah, we'll probably just skip most encounters going forward. If the game will let us, we might just go ahead and do that. Again, we actually need an ice storm for something, so that actually is slightly serendipitous. I'm almost tempted to throw out the space food just because it'd be very easy to replace that just by staying at the inn. I actually don't know how much rune powder we need. We already have a few stashed away, so I might toss that actually. I got the P up. You got a P up down, D down P badge, boosts a partner's attack by 1, but also boosts the damage taken by 1. So that means we actually have most of the badges. Except for like a couple, I think, in the parlor. So we got a maze here. So the goal is to go through the one with the lit up thing. I'm trying to remember the term for that. I want to say it's like a... I feel like it starts with an S. But I feel like there's a specific term for that. Yeah, just go through the one lit up. Ironically, a lot of Paper Mario doesn't hit as hard. Or a lot of Thousand Year Door wouldn't hit as hard if you played the first game, because Paper Mario 64 has a section very similar to this in the final chapter of that game. Did they change this in the remake? I don't remember having to go left in the original. I genuinely don't. So it's like, yeah, I wonder if they changed some of these a little bit. I mean, that's cool if they did. I mean, it's still a very easy sequence, but it is a nice little like inversion if you're used to the original, trying to psych you out a little bit. It should actually be the end though. Yeah, the music was fading out, so that basically proved, yep, we're done. Now we have this little peaceful garden area. Well, not garden, like fountain area. You get out of one strange room just to find another. It's so big, it's almost like an underground city. I mean, that's kind of what it is. What is this place? So yeah, there was actually a town that sank. So this is still connected to like underground Rogueport in terms of being an underground like city essentially. I think something impressive to me about Thousand Year Door, and also Super I'd say, is just how kind of lived in the world feels a little bit. Yeah, no, I'm having a lapse in memory again. Which boss is first? Because there's a lot of bosses in this chapter. So I'm like... Which one is actually the one that comes up first? Is it the trio, or is it the other? Genuinely struggling to actually remember, which is not great. I don't know if we need a Thunder Rage for much. I should have pulled up the list first instead of just tossing items with reckless abandon. Because I did actually make a list of everything to be on the safe side. But yeah, I think we do need like a Thunder Rage for something, but I may actually be misremembering. It could be a Thunderbolt, which is a different item. Oh, it's actually a Volt Trim, never mind. I'm worrying for nothing. Sure, we'll heal. We got a boss coming up, either way. If it's here or in the next section, either way we have a boss coming up. Again, might as well go for the first strike on that, just to make my life a little bit easier. That's a lot of chain chomps. How do I want to proceed here? I guess this is a good start. This will deal a decent chunk of damage, and Quake Hammer might actually be enough, haha. Yep, I think it would be. I do like how the battle backgrounds do reflect the area you're currently in a lot of cases. So we have the little tower with the little statue behind it. I actually wonder if the battle background would change, because the statue will go away shortly. But I genuinely don't know if they actually account for that. So I guess we'll find out. Either way, we have the other side of the switch here. But we actually can't do anything in the tower itself until later. So we might just put a rain check on that. If I have one regret, I wish I'd stored more items before coming in here. Again, I was kind of just rushing because I wanted to get in here before the ad break. In hindsight, I wish I had actually tucked away a few more items, because I'm going to run out of room very quickly. I might check a few items at... Oh, hi. I might check a few items at the, like, various enemies around, just to get them out of my inventory. I might just chuck this HP train at it, just to get it out of here. Besides, wizards are actually very sturdy enemies. They're actually, using items is a good strategy. God damn it. I pressed the wrong button. We would have won the fight otherwise. Now he's probably gonna clone himself. Hi Marley, this is like really unnecessary timing, because I don't even think it's going to attack at all. It's almost like I've played this game a lot of times. That's fine. You know what would be really rude, actually, is if Toweling took FP. I mean, to be fair, that's kind of just what Mario, RPG does, because, like Mallow's, psychic move is actually tied to, like, flower points and that. I think it costs flower points. Did they change that in the remake, actually? I don't remember. It might have, which would have been nice if that was the case, but genuinely can't recall. Again, I've got to equip every badge. I should probably take some of those off, because they'll be very distracting going forward. I'm also just kind of burning through FP. I don't really care, though. I'm gonna be honest. Because we got a boss coming up, but this boss is not... You know, maybe I should not open my mouth, actually. Maybe I should just keep that thought in for a little bit. Because, like, wait, that actually is interesting. It still does the capped 6 damage. It's similar to Super Ham. The Super Hammer and Ultra Hammer moves as a result. The enemy that gets hit in behind, gets hit in, like... The first enemy does account the damage scaling of the power up badge, but the second enemy just takes the fixed damage from the recoil hit, which is interesting. By the way, the items in this hallway are technically missable. If you don't get the items, you will not be able to get them in the future. So, like, maybe get them if you care about, like, certain items. I want to say there's, like, maybe... That actually might not be the case. I might be thinking of something else. I might actually have to investigate something really quickly. Because I could have sworn there's actually something hidden coming up, but I actually don't remember. Who are you? No one's disturbed me here in eons. Who dares defile this sacred place? That's not a good voice for this dragon, actually. That's a big dragon, but Mario, isn't that Hooktail, the one you said you beat? Also, we fought, Bonetail already. Gigantic with mossy teeth? Yes, this monster fits the bill alright. What? You destroyed my precious younger sister. I wondered why she hadn't ridden recently. Quake and fear mortals, for I am Gloomtail. I will avenge my sister by taking your lives and then gnawing on your bones. Okay, we got another dragon to fight. It's slightly anticlimactic. Gwahahaha, my first fresh meat in ages. Allow me to take my time and toy with you a while. You know the drill, let us start by a tattle. I'm not as worried about like trying to metagame this. I don't think I'll have much trouble with this fight. That's Gloomtail, I think he's Hooktail's brother. I see the family resemblance. Max HP is 80, attack is 8, and defense is 2. He'll bite or stomp you, and he may also breathe poison on you. Great. When his HP gets low, he may throw in some other surprise attacks as well. Wouldn't surprise me. Especially watch out for his Mega Breath move, because the word is it's gnarly. Like a bag of Takis. He also stores power for some attacks, so use Vivian hide to avoid those. I'm gonna do a power smash. I'm gonna power lift next turn, I think. Okay. That did a decent chunk already. So yeah, this'll poison, which isn't great. Oh hi Aiden. Again, I had to get one reference in. I figured at least. Again, whenever I hear the word gnarly, I'll just think of cat's eye now. Oh hi, bingo. Where's everyone going? Bingo? Nope, we're not going to bingo. Sorry, Leon. Power lift, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense, I think. Question mark. You can use the D-pad in this remake. I actually don't think you could on GameCube. A lot of GameCube games didn't let you use D-pad for things, but also the D-pad in the GameCube controller sucks, so I can't exactly be upset about that, to be honest. So good power lift. We actually got max stats for both. That'll help us out immensely, and let's see if I can actually nail a spring jump again. I say as I already did this quite a bit with Bone Tail. We actually do want Vivian for this fight. Because basically at some points we might need to hide from like an 8+ damage attack that he'll try to do. Assuming he lives that long, because we are kind of flying through this fight. Again, hypothetically speaking, a power bounce might actually be a better call. I'm terrible at power bounces. Wahahaha, you are tough meat, my little tasty morsels. But how will you fare against this? Ow. Damn, why didn't that hit Vivian? I should have hit both party members, I feel. But maybe not. Also, I don't think Bone Tail can even do that, now that I think about it. So, yeah. Even the, like, tougher version, technically, I think actually is missing a couple moves from, Gloomtail specifically. Wow, 2 HP. It's like, do we let him use, oh hey, we got it! At the end of the fight when we don't need it. Actually, no, we'll get hit this next turn, so maybe we will need it a little bit. A smidge. Not too bad. The fire almost would take him out, actually. Gah. You are not the easy prey you appear to be. I would never be able to show my face again if I was bested by you whelps. So I will show you the true extent of my power. Hey, actually, we could do something very goofy here. Let's let him actually use Mega Breath, just to show it off. And also for another reason, A-B-A-A-B. So, he'll use Mega Breath. Mega Breath! But he's also still got the burn on. Gwaha, do you understand my true power now? No, we avoided it entirely. And also, bye. We're not even on the stage. We didn't even pop out yet. No, is it true? Can I expire? Yeah, we actually have to pop out for this cutscene. Very funny way to win that fight, actually. Cool. Getting deja vu, actually. There are actually missable items, I'm pretty sure, in here. Yeah, there's a cracked wall. You got a star stone, a strange star-shaped stone. So fun thing, when you complete the tower section, the route here changes entirely. So we couldn't actually go back for these items. So yeah, these are permanently missable items. You got a gradual syrup. Neat. A shooting star. Cool. Can't carry it. The super mushroom is almost the most tempting thing to throw out, as is the space food, actually. We actually don't probably need this many ice storms. We can buy them in Glitzville. So yeah, I'm just gonna shrug at that. Mystery? Huh. I could've sworn there were more items in here. Cause like, I'm looking at a guide. But the guide also doesn't say where the items are located. So I basically am purposefully waiting for these to despawn. Because if... Actually, it is not despawning. I probably have to pick it up first. Yeah. Is there anything else hidden here? Because if not, then it's like, wow. Because, like, something I saw said there was, like, an ultra mushroom in here. But I don't see anything in here. So yeah. Unless I'm just overanalyzing or something. Let's use Miss Mouse. I'm curious. I don't think there's anything near here, sweetie. Okay, maybe the guide's just wrong. Because it says there's an ultra shroom. But that does not appear to be the case. Anyway, hi Gloomtail. Bye Gloomtail. I say as I run immediately into his claw. See, now I'm just being, like, curious about this. Like, is that actually the case? So, as we run all the way back to the other end of the hallway, I'm gonna double check that. I know there is a new set of an Ultra Shroom and a Jamming Jelly somewhere in the remake, so we can get that as well. Yeah, I'm just curious at this point. The gradual syrup apparently might only be in the Switch version. And the 8th room from the start is to the right of the... Huh. In the 3rd corridor to Gloomtail's lair. So yeah, they did add a couple items in there. To the right of Gloomtail's room in the 2nd question mark block. Oh, did they move it? Or did they take it out? It looks like there was a jamming jelly in that room originally, but they moved it somewhere else, which is, like, interesting. It's just a mystery. Okay, so that narrows down that mystery of why there aren't items there. Okay, I feel better now that I'm not losing my mind entirely. Anyway, now that we have solved that mystery, let's solve another mystery. We want to go to that tower in the distance. This is gonna be funny. We have quite a bit to do here, so this is gonna take a bit. But, this shouldn't actually be that bad, given that we are first striking most enemies, no problem. But the big question is, do I remember what I'm doing here? That's the actual problem we'll run into. It's like, do I have a brain cell today? Optimally, you want to do specific things in a specific order, but hell if I remember what that specific order is. Palace of Shadow Tower. So first things first, we have to place the Starstone. Oh yeah, look at that. What is it? Anyway, pop it in. And we have a lot of things emerging from the shadows. Keyholes. So we basically have to go around collecting a bunch of keys to unlock all these pedestals. And that means also the doors are all open. So all the doors will have a separate puzzle. Two are shared, actually. Again, I've said this the entire playthrough, but this is very pretty in the remake. But yeah, there's basically two doors you want to do in a specific order, but I don't remember which ones they are. So each one... Oh god, that's a problem. Each one gives a hint. I don't think we'll even get to read the hint here, because they're being very aggressive at the moment. But for this one, we want to defeat the dry bones enemies in order of weakest to strongest. So hello, Doll Bones. It has been a hot minute. Well, not Doll Bones, Red Bones. I assume if you actually, like, mess it up, you can leave the room and reset it. But yeah, from weakest to strongest. So you're next. I guess we can read this now. Carrying the lore of the sky, let's follow the weakest and build to the strongest. Yeah, we cannot, instant defeat this one. That's fine. Not like we're struggling too much combat-wise. It's also just one enemy too, so even less to worry about. I think we have the Hooktail Castle music for this fight, which makes sense because that's where the dry bones primarily were. I'm going with Fiery Jinx just because I wonder if it'll have about... Never mind. It is still bound to the same properties as before. Ow. So yeah, we just have to hope for a Hail Mary and actually get through the fog, which sucks. I don't like that. I don't like having to be bound by a mischance for a fight like this. I'm surprised they didn't build any more. Okay, finally. I actually might unequip those badges. Oh my god, we'll get our 2 star points doubled. Thanks, Merly. Oh, I would have loved that against a lot of the pit enemies, to be honest. That would have been great when we got the Amazing Daisies. If we had doubled our star points, that would have been impeccable. It's like, oh well, it's fine. It is what it is. Alright, so we got our first key. We got a tower key, a key obtained from the tower in the Palace of Shadow. You know, one thing I like is that when you press R to show status in this, it also shows, like, the location name, which is really cool. Just a nice little, like, detail. Okay, well, I picked the right door first, sort of. There's this room... Okay, we'll just read the plaque. By skill and might engraved in stone, 4 stones twin rooms, 1 is 2, 2 are 1. So basically, the blocks are linked to each other, is the TLDR. So we need to find the room that that corresponds to. So it's the second door on the second floor. Which makes it easier to remember, I suppose. Anyway, hello. Carrying secrets from on high, straight onward, destroy what lies in your path. So, despite there not being any indicator as such, Bobbery can get through this one. Hell yeah. So far so good. Number 2 out of 8. And we're actually almost done with the second floor for now, so we'll drop down in a moment and take care of first floor stuff. We'll have to come back for the one with the block, though. Anyway, what is this one? The stars up in the heavens shone. The shy one hides their shape. The shy one hides their face. So, shy means hidden. So we can use Vivian to hide until it appears. Again, not like hard puzzles, admittedly, but it is kind of neat to have little puzzle rooms like this. Oh shoot, I actually forgot the Ultra Shrimp. They're in hidden blocks now. The Ultra Shrimp and Jam and Jelly. So it's like, oops, I forgot. So we'll just jump down, save ourselves a little bit of time. And start chipping away at these doors. Alright, what is the gimmick here? The 7 hewn by a fell hand. Onward, onward, onward. Retreat, retreat. Is this right? Yep, that's right. So onward means the block farther in. Retreat means go back to the first block and hit it twice. And the number of times the words are said indicates how many times to hit the blocks. Sweet. At the rate we're going, we're definitely gonna finish chapter 8 in this stream, and we'll be able to move on to post-game, which is good. Well, here's the other matching block room. Master of Shadow, Queen of Fear, 4 stones, twin rooms, draw 1, 1 is 2. So, we gotta hit this, then go back up, and get the other key. And get the other block. Actually, they're directly, like, up and down from each other, I think. So, like, it is the second door, on, like, from going, like, clockwise, left, starting from the bottom left. It's the same door on both floors. That is mildly convenient. I thought they'd be mirrored, actually. But now that the other block is destroyed, we can get the upper one there, too. I just noticed the little, like, sparklies from the key being collected actually shines on Mario. That's, like, such a minute detail. That's very cool. I love when games actually have, like, really detailed illumination systems like this. I'm not even into, like, ray tracing. I think ray tracing is a massive waste. Like, with pre-calculated lighting, you can do really good work with pre-calculated lighting. This is a great example. It's like all the lighting in this game is like baked in. It's not like dynamic, but it still looks really pretty because it, you know, was well calculated. To be fair, it actually is different in a little bit for games with like dynamic lighting systems. So for example, like open world like games with a day-night cycle, then the lighting will change a lot more. Stones to rival the celestial spheres, all you see isn't all there be. Touch it to pass through it. Touch it to pass through it, so we can just walk through here. I'm pretty sure the little effect of going through the wall was not in the original, like this. I don't think this little effect was there originally. Hi Chibi, thank you for the resub. I see the alerts aren't working again. You got a tower key. So yeah, for some reason, sometimes the WebM files do not show for the alerts. And I've noticed for resubs, they're kind of wonky. So I might need to look into that, specifically. But yeah, hi JB, welcome on in. Feared far and wide across the land, the unseen may yet be felt. Be it here, be it there. Oh hi, invisible thingy. Not gonna lie, I completely forgot what to do here, and just locked into this. So, hey, that worked out. But yeah, hope you're doing well. Again, we're just chipping away at endgame here. This should be the last key, so we should be smooth sailing from here on out. And then we will deal with our next boss. Alrighty, up we go to the top. If anything, this just takes forever, putting every key into every pedestal, and we're watching them slowly turn around. It's like, this is going to be a bit. So yeah, hello. Hope everyone is doing okay. I am having an alright time. Again, looking forward to finishing this game. Though to be honest, I'm mildly intimidated because I've been, like, planning out the next Fox Girls favorites, and I'm scared, actually, because it is not going to be an easy game to show, and I've actually been reassessing the entire remaining list of, like, 35 games. And I might trim it down to like 40 games or swap some out, because I'm looking at the list and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do all these. I mean, I also don't have to be so like uptight about it, and the stars up in the heavens shone, carrying the lore of the sky, carrying secrets from on high, by skill and might engraved in stone, stones to rival the celestial spheres, the seven hewn by a fell hand. Peered far and wide across the land, Master of Shadow, Queen of Fear. Interesting. I think I'm a little bit too smooth-brained to try to formulate a theory on what that actually means, unfortunately. I don't think I'm locked in enough. Uh-oh, it's moving! And the entire room is shaking. Huh? What? So, surprise, surprise. The reason why the stuff in Gloomtail's room is missable, and in the hallway too, is because the floor sinks. So we literally don't have a way to get back to that room, because there's no way to traverse the hallway anymore. That's probably why they moved the Ultra Shroom out, because it's such a rare item, they didn't want that in a one-time only room. What was that? I mean, a shooting star is nice, a mystery is kind of whatever. The gradual syrup is good for cooking, but I think I do understand the decision to move the Ultra Shroom out, just to make it so it's not, you know, permanently missable. By the way, speaking of which, there's the jamming jelly. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I'm almost tempted about the ice storms, and we'll just buy more. Or the space food's actually not that great, to be honest. I don't think the space food's needed for cooking, and if so, we can just rest at the end again. So it's fine. We also have an ink coupon we never actually used, I'm pretty sure, so doubly fine. Now, what the hell do I want? I mean, Super Shroom makes sense to throw out for this. I should have picked up some lighter, like, FP restoration items, now that I think about it. I'm not even gonna heal, that's how overconfident I am. I don't think I'll need to heal here. I think I can just kinda rush through this next fight, no problemo. Genuinely, I don't think this will present much of a problem for us at the state of the game. We'll probably get a level up off of this too, which will be nice. But yeah. We do have a mini-boss coming up. Or actually it is a full-fledged boss, but as we get over here, we've been waiting for you, Mario. Oh, it's Professor Frankly. Huh? Professor Frankly, what are you doing here? Thank you so much for opening that door for us, Mario. Yes, that was nice. Thanks to you to your do-gooder predictability, my plan is progressing very smoothly. Sis, how dare you? And what do you mean about us opening the door for you? So you still don't see it? Ah, such fools. The Professor Frankly you were with when you opened the 1,000-year door was none other than this little freak in a sheet. My name's Dupless. The real Frankly is probably still passed out, dreaming a little dream. Poor thing, and once we get rid of you here, our plan will be nearly complete. Ready for the end, my DS? You and that traitor Vivian have a date with eternity. Gah. That's right, Slick. Eternity. Shut up, freak. Oh, okay, right. Sorry. I'm with Mario all the way. Today, sis, I'm going to punish you. You hear me? Come, my sort of lovely, smelling, freak sheet. Go. I said my name's Dupless. Ah, it's the girls, the gays, and Dupless. Let's go. Alrighty. Alright, my kind of lovelies, this time we take out Mario and his goon squad for good. So if I catch you slacking, you'll be in for incredible punishment come tomorrow. Go. Okay. I don't know if we'll get through this fight in 7 minutes, but we'll see. Most of it will just be toweling, actually. Obviously targeting Marilyn right away, because she is the strongest of the bunch. This will deal 16? No, 14. I was thinking super, like, charged up numbers. That's fine. That's Marilyn. She's Beldam's sister. Another one of the 3 shadows. Max HP is 4, the attack is 7, and defense is 0. She'll attack you directly or use lightning. She also saves up energy for a big attack sometimes. So long as you avoid the brunt of her attacks, she shouldn't be too tough. Dupless can copy everybody, as you would expect, including partners this time. I might do something different than usual. Actually, Goombella's kind of hurting. We might actually have a problem here. Hi, I'm assessing right now. What is the best course of action? This'll deal 14. So I think the best course of action is to rally wink and then do it again. And then we'll tattle the others as we go. We'll bring out Vivian for the final hit, probably. Yeah, this is a way to ensure that Marilyn does not get that attack off. Voila. God. Wow, that's a lot of star points. Again, this is a boss fight. Alright, who are you copying? I'm pretty sure Goombella, if he copies Goombella, he can't actually tattle you, which is very funny. Yeah, Goombella's in not great shape. Oh yeah, I have a Zap Tap on, I actually kind of forgot about it. Oh no, that's not great. Less chances to attack are available. So Goombella can't really do much, actually. That's not great, actually. So I'm just gonna spread out damage so I don't accidentally KO one or the other, probably. Well, Super Guard still works, and that's good. More chances to attack are now available. Oh, so sort of the God, what's the character's name? Why can't I think of his name? Why am I drawing a blank? Grubba. Yeah, like the Grubba fight. So Marilyn, or Beldam can attack multiple times. Okay, we can get one in with Goombella, which is good, so we can actually, get this towel in. That's Dupless. He's a shapeshifter and even turned into you once, Mario. Max HP is 40, attack is 6, and defense is 0. He may turn into one of us in attack. When he does, he'll have our abilities. Hey, how do you think he became one of the 3 shadows? Isn't that weird? How do you think he stands Beldam's abuse? Do you think he's alright in the head? Damn, girl. I mean, fair argument, but also damn. Oh god, poison. Oh, we're both poisoned. Hey, could you, like, heal us? That'd be great. Oh, okay, you can just stick a fork in it. That works too, actually. And we will get Goombella out of here after this turn. But first, that's Beldam. She's the leader of the 3 shadows. Back again. Max HP is 30, attack is 5, and defense is 0. Her special move is a Blizzard Blast. If it hits you, you'll totally freeze. She has lots of other tricks up her sleeves, too. Wonder what that plan was that she mentioned. What do you think they're up to? I mean, they ain't exactly subtle. Yeah, in reality, I should, like... Thinking through it now, I should have actually gone for Beldam first. She also has less health than the others. Hey, you, freak sheep! Pull it together, will you? Don't make me punish you. Sorry. Damn, even Dupless is kind of sweating this out. Oh no, that's not great. Oh yeah, Zap Tap is still in play, so... Sucks to be you, Beldam. I'm just gonna guarantee the damage on Dupless. Oh no! I'm gonna swap out to Vivian. She'll deal less damage, but I just want Vivian to be here to fight Beldam. I just think it's a, you know, it's a spiritual victory kind of a thing. Symbolic, that's what I'm looking for. Let's see, that's 7. Ah, curse you, Mario. This is so very annoying. Blast it. Oh no, that's real bad. Okay, so we're not gonna wait for it to unthaw, unfortunately. We'll just go for it. Sorry, Vivian. I was hoping you'd get the last hit here, but it's fine. She is on ice. Now, I would have done a spin jump and Fiery Jinx to end it otherwise. Or the Fire Punch. That would work too. Shade Fist, I think is what it's called. 42. Again, Merly could have really helped me out here, but of course I only got on the 2 star points. Again, I think I'm gonna leave FP at 50. We're not really needing FP very much. So yeah, I'm actually gonna just pump a bunch into BP and HP, I think. Once we get to like 75 HP, if we get to 75 HP, I might just leave it there too. Mario became a superstar. Next battle, Mario's crown stage get even bigger. Arrgh, get this straight, she will never... Oof. Gah. Hell yeah. Nice, clean fight. So we're gonna save, now that we've done that. And with that taken care of, ads are actually just about to start. So we will continue Chapter 8 in a few minutes. Hello, that was very good timing, just as that song is wrapping up. So we'll pause that. And move over to the game once again. I'm trying to figure out how to position myself here. Maybe like this. Okie dokie. So we just fought the 3 shadows plus Dupless. I doubt they'll have anything more to say. Yeah, erg. I'm sorry, sis. I mean, I don't think she has anything to be sorry for. We can also just do this if we want. Yeah. I have a slight complaint about this game, and I do feel like Vivian is nicer to Beldam than she should be. But maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just my tendency to be a little petty, kicking in. But yeah, I genuinely do feel like Vivian doesn't need to be as nice to Beldam. It's like... This will come up again, by the end of the playthrough. But yeah, it's like okay to like not be chill with your homophobic or transphobic relatives. And I definitely feel like that is the one thing I don't really care for about Vivian, but I get it. Again, I also feel like maybe I'm also just partially an anomaly in that I'm very stubborn about things like this. Damn, that burn actually was extremely well timed. I did not remember it would actually get through all the clones. Oh wow, a whopping 3 star points. Cool. So yeah, basically fights from this point on really won't be helping us that much, to the point where I'm, again, heavily considering why am I even fighting enemies. Oh yeah, another Thunder Rage, cool. That we can carry. I forgot I used the Super Shroom last time. I did not hit B soon enough. Cool. That's a very pretty background, by the way, like with the stained glass and everything. Let's see. They have 2 defense, right? So to actually hit the one in the back row, I'd have to do this. That was actually overkill. I could have just done a normal jump, actually. Again, they always clone up the last one, I feel. Which again, just makes it very easy to set this up. Actually, jumping would be way faster. I don't know why I'm using Vivian for this. It's just slowing down the pace of everything. Yeah, I actually don't know how long this is going to take. There's still a decent chunk left of the Palace of Shadow. So yeah, we hopefully will get through the rest of the main story today, but again, I'm ready to potentially go a little bit longer. By that I mean an extra hour, potentially, if need be. Because again, I would like to not leave Chapter 8 hanging too much. Besides, we did have a stream that was kind of like cut short recently. Not cut short particularly, but just we got to a good stopping point, so it's like... you okay over there, Coops? We got to a good stopping point, so we only did a 2-hour stream for finishing Chapter 6. So part of me would be willing to go along, kind of to make up for that, but... Shrug, it's not the end of the world if we can't. Not that I really need a repel cape. I don't really use those. Where the hell are we, actually? Again, as a reminder, the way I used to play this game as a kid was I would get to Chapter 8, be bad at the game, and then, restart the entire game and play through it again. So what that kind of means is, I know the game pretty well. Oh, okay. Did we just drop down? Yeah. I know the game... God damn it. I know the game pretty well, however... Oh. Like, oh god, I don't remember any of this. What the hell? I'm so confused. Like, what am I looking at here? I completely lost my train of thought, actually. What was I saying? Basically that because of the way I would just restart the game over and over again, I'm pretty sure sometimes I wouldn't even go into Chapter 8. I would just get to Chapter 8, restart the game. So because of that, I never really got as familiar with Chapter 8 compared to the entire rest of the game. So that's what I'm trying to say. This part might be a little rocky just because I don't remember what the hell I'm doing here. Got a maple syrup. Sweet. What the hell do I want? I actually could use this, I just don't know what to toss out in favor of it though. Getting Thunder Rage is actually probably the best option to get rid of. Again, I left 2 coins behind. I don't care that strongly. We're fine. But yeah, I again, my slightly, like, OCD tendencies were evident very early on, I'd say. There's a path under there. I'm like, how do you get there? I have an idea. This could be completely wrong, by the way. Hi, the one guy, welcome on in. Again, this could be totally wrong. I might be misremembering entirely where I'm supposed to go here. But we'll see. Because there's a whole upward path too. There's like a block puzzle where you have to hit like specific blocks. Hell if I remember where the actual solution to that is. There's a gliding section. The only power that doesn't come up... Actually, no, all of them come up. Wait, do they? Does paper come up at all? I don't think paper mode comes up at all, actually. Now that I think about it, yeah, no, I don't think it does. God damn it. I don't need to fight this enemy. What am I doing? I whipped a hammer. That's a lot of enemies also. I have ice power on, right? Cool. If I didn't, we would be in a world of hurt. Actually, does this work? I have no clue if this will work or not. Cool. Okay, so only the first hit deals more, so Power Plus only affects that. Again, it's interesting how Power Plus actually works property-wise. It doesn't boost everything. Got another wizard. Again, we might not get through this chapter in 3 hours, so again, that's why I give myself a little buffer room, just in case. And a life shroom, oh joy! Again, Stampede, as a result, would not work on these enemies because the individual hits are only 1 each, so it wouldn't actually deal that much. Yeah. This actually... No, this wouldn't help, because this will just be the clone turn, right? Yeah. One thing I don't like in Paper Mario, this is a very small nitpick, actually. The sound of a status effect on Mario ending is the same sound as an audience member leaving, and it always throws me off every time I think an audience member left. Again, that's a lot of effort for 2 star points. That's all I'm saying. Oh hi, what are you? Oh, a shooting star. Cool. What the hell do I want to keep? I guess we'll... Again, we can just buy these. I don't know if we need Choco Cake for anything else either. To be fair. Yeah, no, I guess maybe the Thunder Rage. Because again, I don't think we need those. I think we can buy them somewhere. It is worth mentioning, a lot of prices actually went up for the Switch version. Just like actual inflation. But jokes aside, a lot of things are priced higher in the remake, which makes sense because they give you exponentially more coins. So... 1, 3, 4... 1, 3, 4, 6. Left to right, 1, 3, 4, 6. Again, not the most, you know... Oh, hi. Not the most, efficient counting method, but there you go. You got a palace key, okay. Oh, hi. Hello, Mr. Chain Chomp. Wow, thanks, Koops. 1 damage. I know, Koops is doing his best. He's just not the most powerful. What the hell do I want to do about this mess, actually? Probably Bobbery. Wow, exactly enough, cool. Oh no, that's a Poison Shroom Roulette. We have Ice Power, right? So this should do 10 damage, actually. Yeah, 10 damage, so we do not have to worry about poison. I have gotten the Poison Shroom Roulette on the final boss. That really sucks, because then you have it halves all your current stats, basically. So yeah. Left to right, 1, 3, 4, 6. I'm trying really hard to commit this to memory. As some would say, get it memorized. I'm realizing with like the whole idea of Fox Girls favorites, there's like no Kingdom Hearts on here actually. Because I like Kingdom Hearts, none of these are games I'd consider to be like either favorites in a literal sense, or like personally like impactful to me. And again, I do like Kingdom Hearts though, it's just none of them quite fit the bill for the series. There's a couple games I'm thinking about getting rid of just because I don't think they really fit entirely. One is, what's the name of the game? Metroid Prime, where it's like, I like Metroid Prime, that is one of my favorite Metroid games. I don't think it's actually one of my favorite games. It's like, I enjoy it enough. It's just not like something I'd be like, oh my god, I love Metroid Prime, best game ever. No, I don't really feel that way about it. If anything, I might actually do Metroid Prime for a game clearing, do remastered. That'd probably take like 5 streams, because I generally know what I'm doing in Metroid Prime. She says like a liar. It's been a hot minute since I played Prime. I would probably flounder significantly. I like how this does weave in the, like, boss theme. Like, well, not boss theme, but like the castle theme of Mario 1 into, like, a recurring motif for the final dungeon. Again, Mario games are really big on leitmotifs, and I really love that. How sometimes you just have these little recurring riffs and melodies that pop up from time to time. Gee, I wonder what we're supposed to do here. Again, the Ultra Hammer is almost more used. Wow, we need both, okay. What the hell's in this? 1 coin. Cool, thanks, game. 1 coin that really won't get us very far. Oh, hi. We got a little platformy section. Not platforming, but like... pathway section. Ah, this is scary. Okay, we're fine. I think there were spikes underneath. We're actually at the end, by the way. Yeah, just kind of barely nudging. There's a live stream down there. My inventory's full, so I'm like, do I go get that? Or not? Hypothetically, one thing you can do is figure out the actual distance of a chain chomp attack, and then deliberately stand just far enough away to be out of range, and then do a super hammer. That is actually a viable strat to cheat. I don't know why I strung out the word strategy that way, actually. Yeah, Yoshi's actually our best bet here. I need to use Yoshi more, genuinely. Because, like, Yoshi's cool in this game. Again, the ability to pierce defense and actually hit the opponent behind as well. That's very helpful. I need to actually use it more. Instead of just relying on Vivian, because gender. Oh hey, we need Yoshi anyway, actually. Again, Yoshi does have a little bit of startup on his run in this remake. That can be a little bit tricky, but it's not too bad. Another palace key. But yeah, I think we're actually at the end of the dungeon. Like, genuinely. Especially if I can do sick tricks like that. I'm gonna... oh wait, for the sake of ambiance and immersive... immersive gameplay, I think I'm going to unequip all of these. Just so I don't keep distracting myself like that. I haven't used Hammer Throw at all. Is there anything else that'd be good? Piercing Blow actually might be good for the final boss. Double Dip has merit. Damage Dodge could be good, actually. Pretty Lucky could be good. I don't think we actually need Ice Power anymore. Feeling Fine actually might not be bad. I think I'll actually equip that for a little bit. Because there are a couple enemies that can poison us coming up. I don't know if the final boss has status ailments. I want to say original, like, N64 Bowser can, but I don't know if the final boss of this game can actually poison. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the live stream. Okay. Or I can just be bad at a paper airplane. That's also an option. I'm not gonna worry about the shooting star though. We have plenty of items. Again, at some point I'll show off the special moves I have not shown off, but that day is not today, probably, at the rate we're going. Yeah, it's like, what the hell do I toss out now? Maybe the meteor meal, actually. I don't think this is... but the problem is it's rare, so I'm like, okay, but do I need it? I'm second guessing if I need it or not, so I'm just tossing out items I know we can easily obtain elsewhere. That's my logic, at least. So does feel like sound logic to me, at least. Alrighty, we have a very big plane section here to our final locked door, IIRC. We should have a save block and a heal. God, I hope so, because we're kind of hurting, actually. Big ass anteroom. Wow, that doesn't feel that helpful. That, on the other hand, is extremely helpful. Maple syrup is also tempting to toss out. Jelly Super is good for FP at least, so yeah. Maybe the boost sheet, actually. I haven't used these all game. And I have like 2 more in storage, so maybe we shouldn't keep hauling these around. They might come in handy for like a couple of the super bosses, and that's about it. So that's kind of why I'm like, why am I carrying these around still? They're good for emergencies though. So yeah, I'm just like, do I need the Choco Cake for anything? Do I need the Meteor Meal for anything? Those are the 2 that I'm kind of like, on the fence about. But I don't think I actually do, at least on a very quick glance. I don't think I actually need this, and we're just gonna eat it. I should have done that with... I should have done that sooner. I could have kept the Ice Storm in the previous room. It's fine. Anyway, we are in the end game. We don't have much more to go here. This room makes me feel bad, but it seems familiar. What is this chamber? Vivian does have more of a link to the main story, so that's why I often have her in my party, even beyond just character bias. Gak, 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 gak. We finally meet Mario. Yeah, they've never actually met up to this point. Been looking forward to this, I must admit. Grodus. Yes, correct. I'm the supreme leader of the secret society of X-Nauts. I am Grodus, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I really must express my thanks to you first. And do you know why? You have gathered together all of the crystal stars I was seeking. No, so the last crystal star we found on the moon, we played into their hand. Gak, 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 gak. You just realize now, do you? Yes, instead of taking the few crystal stars you fools had bumbled into, it was far easier to let you find them all and open the 1,000-year door for me. How kind of you to bring them all here to me. All I had to do was entrust the last crystal star to my least competent underling. I don't suppose Crump had any idea of my plan, though. Gak, 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 gak. So whether he beat you or lost to you, the crystal stars would be together in mine either way. Pure genius. Now, I thought the 3 shadows would do a little more to slow your progress, but it appears they are so useless that even this small task was beyond them. No matter, now I get the pleasure of sending you to oblivion. Be careful, Mario. Once you fools are gone, no one will stand in my way. Grodus will rule the world. We won't let that happen. Now come. Very, very good boss name, by the way. Meet your ends, you meddlesome fools. You will know my power. Okay, what's the starting move? Oh no. Huh. Oh wait, we have pyrotechnics now, more so than before. Let's tell the, shoot. Wow, that was a really weird misinput on my part. I don't know what happened there. I thought Goombella was in front, that's what happened. That's a Grodus X, or Cross. It protects Grodus. Max HP is 3, attack is 4, and defense is 0. This guy is no problem on its own, but Grodus' defense goes up for each of them. When he has 4 surrounding him, we won't be able to damage him at all. So let's dish out some hurt to them while we pound on Grodus, got it? Wow, the audience is entirely X-Nauts. That was a really bad misinput, because now we have the shield to worry about. I was gonna multi-bounce on the shield. Oof, those hurt. So yeah, that's on me. I definitely should have been more careful with my inputs. This is also a really weird multi-bounce. Yeah, that was awkward as hell, I'm gonna be real. Alright, Goombella, one more thing we need you to do before we stick you back in Mario's pocket for a little bit. That's Grotus. He used to have the Exonauts who kidnapped Peach. Wow, that's lower than I thought. Max HP is 50, attack is 7, defense is 1. But when he has Grotus access surrounding him, his defense will go up by that number. He may also use electricity, fire, and time-stopping magic. That doesn't sound good. Still, he's a totally weird guy. Why is he so intense, so intense and serious all the time? Guess we don't have time to worry about that. Let's beat him and find Peach. Thank you. Again, the fog can actually be very helpful. This does raise his overall defense, I'm pretty sure. Actually, we should keep Goombella for a little bit. Just so we can do Rally Wink. I'm not gonna worry about power charging on this fight just because of trying to deal with the shield and everything. This is not a good fight to power lift IMO, so we're just gonna go for raw damage. $37. That was like 12 damage. So you have the metal to push me this far, but no more. Owie. We have a slight risk here because we're not gonna probably get a level up before we actually fight we're thrown immediately into the next boss after this, so there is the risk of Goombella dying as soon as we start the next fight. So we have to hope for the best there. Oh yeah, that goes through defense, so yeah, Vivian is actually a very good choice for this fight. So yeah, the one risk is will Goombella survive to tattle the enemies we'll be facing immediately after. Hypothetically, the best, like, scenario would be... Arg, you will not stop me. Take this! The best scenario would be if... you level up on this fight, because then you're immediately thrown into the next fight, but then don't actually have to worry about healing, because you're immediately at full health going in. So this was just bad luck on my part, and I didn't plan out heals as much as I should have. So we're gonna go into this next fight kind of hurting. I might toss a sweet treat, actually, just to make sure we are in good shape for that fight. But we might not need it, actually. No. Yeah, we'll get a level up on the next fight, potentially. So I'll put us at like 72? Yeah. So yeah, we'll definitely get a level up next fight, I hope. You are more than you seem, but this is not finished. I saw even this possibility. Watch this. Yeah, Peach has just been here the whole time. Where am I? Mario! Princess Peach! Move one step and she will breathe no more. You wouldn't. Now try this. Ow. Mario! Actually, I think she said that. Gak, 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 gak. Now again. Mario. What should we do, Mario? We won't make it if we don't attack him. We shouldn't attack. Don't attack. Stop your blubbering. This is it. Meet your end. It doesn't matter, actually. What? Ugh. Bowser? That was a surprise. I didn't think I'd fall. Crummy ancient tower construction. Your impactfulness, are you okay? Garf. Why is Mario here? And Peach as well? I don't know what's going on here, but I'm gonna put an end to it right now. Mario, first I pound you, then I take the princess, and then the crystal stars. What? This is unbelievable. All this in Bowser too? All worn out from battle, Mario? Yes, easy pickings. Today's the day I flush a plumber down the drain. Alrighty, next phase. What a fun... What's a finale without a Bowser appearance, huh? A cruddy finale, that's what. Now hold still while I trounce you and take my peach. Mario, you sniveling bug. This is it for you. Hey, here's a fun tidbit. This is the first time Mario actually fights Kammy Koopa in the series. And the only time, actually. Mario doesn't fight her in 64, it's Twink that fights her. I'm just gonna get some easy damage in this turn, then we'll tattle next turn. Kammy shouldn't have that much health, actually. Bowser's gonna be a little bit, you know, sturdier. He can disable our abilities, and also, like, give us status effects, too. I sure do feel good today, I'm feeling it. Lord Bowser, rah rah rah, get him! So she can buff or attack. So Kammy should probably be our first target, ideally. Hi Rex, welcome on in. We are just entering the final stretch of Thousand Year Door. We only have this and then the final boss left. Spoiler, this isn't the final boss. That's Kammy Koopa. She's an evil old witch who's always helping Bowser out. Max HP is 50, attack is 5, and defense is 0. She uses magic to raise her attack and defense to get electrified or invisible. When her HP gets low, she may also use magic to restore HP. Her magic is totally annoying, so take her out before you focus on Bowser. Still, you gotta feel for her having to hang out with Bowser all the time. Or do you think Bowser has a hard time enduring her? Low column A, low column B, I'd say. The main problem is if she heals. If she heals, that's a problem. Or if we run into invisibility. Don't like that. Okay. But because she didn't do any status effects, we can... Oh hey, that actually works out very nicely, not that you can well, okay, you can just toss it to Mario, that works too. But yeah, I'm getting her out of here as soon as possible. For obvious reasons. Anyway. That's Bowser, genius. You've only fought this guy like a bazillion times. You'll keep kidnapping Peach and you'll keep fighting him until the end of time, I think. Max HP is 70, attack is 7, and defense is 2. In addition to his fire breath, he jumps on you and bites. If you get jumped on, you'll be unable to use a command for a little while, and his bite sometimes poisons you as well. I don't know what Bowser's doing here, but we gotta defeat him quick! Yeah, she will die next turn, even if we guard, so let's swap in Vivian again. Yeah, let's spring jump to take out Kammy, hopefully, before we actually deal with any status effects from her. Voila. Forgive me, Lord Bowser, I have nothing left. Ooh, that is less star points than I was hoping for. That could be a problem, actually. Hey, speaking of problems, we have no FP left. Remember how I was talking about how it's like, oh hey, I don't really need FP that badly. Yeah, about that. Overconfidence! Who could have seen this coming? Anyway, this is Sweet Feast. Sweet Treat is just a slower version of this without the big versions that restore more health. Oh, we're gonna get like 9 FP from this. That's not great. Yeah, this is not a good heal, actually. Like, I would rather just toss an item. Like, in an emergency, I guess it's okay, but... any other time, it's like, wow, I'd rather just toss a item, yeah. Yeah, the one benefit of using Fiery Jinx over Shade Fist would be dealing like piercing damage. Again, hypothetically you can Super Guard, I'd rather not take the chance and have a command locked off. A large portion of the audience is asleep, I noticed. There's like only the Amazing Daisy is awake. For once, this is actually very good timing for Merly. I can actually use the extra +3. Alright. And 39. So yeah, I could definitely do this a little bit faster. I'm gonna just kind of chip him out though, I think. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well today. I also do have Feeling Fine equipped so Mario can't get poisoned. doesn't matter too much for this, but, you know, every little bit counts. I don't even know if the final boss can poison, so I might unequip it, actually. I think the final boss could inflict other status effects, so maybe I should leave it on. This is the problem with having a bad memory. Okay. Uh-huh. Damn it. That actually would have been very good. Oof. So Mario, you still have some fight in you. Not bad. Whenever I actually need the roulette, I screw it up. Whenever I don't need it, I'll get it immediately. That's just my luck. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes, actually. Yeah, spring jump is probably... Nope, we don't have spring jump. What other... God, it feels like a waste using a healing item, actually. We're at the end of the fight. We'll just chip him away. I feel like there's an extra little jingle when Vivian does her stylish. Like there's a little... I don't know if I was just mishearing it. It felt like there was something else extra with that, though. Oh, hi. The Crazy Daisy just kinda effed off there, I guess. Oh, god damn it. The slowdown messed up the stylish move. Arg. We're gonna be one short, aren't we? Nope, that is exactly enough. Okay. Neat. Maybe I do need more FP. I'm starting to second guess myself. Cause like we have 10 levels here, 9 levels here, 10 levels here. It's like, yeah, maybe I should put some into FP given we literally ran out. It's like, maybe I should not just put everything into badges. So now we're back to HP if we're going in order, but we'll see. Arg. How could this happen? Phew, that was too close. At least we can be... at least we can close that chapter though, right? Now let's save Peach! And problem. What? Where's Grotus? Yay! That was Princess Peach! Secret passage behind the throne. Okay, they say the same thing. Cool. Yeah, you can bonk them. It doesn't do anything, though. I think they actually give us more items in here, now that I think about it. It's like, oh good, an Ultra Shroom I can't store. Sweet. What do I toss off for this, though? I'm actually thinking the Meteor Meal, but... yeah, actually, no. Maybe the Maple Syrup would be the best thing to toss out, actually. I need to save before this, now that I think about it, because I'm gonna do a silly. Thank you for the hydration check. I'll get to that once we're at the bottom of this giant-ass staircase. God, this is a giant-ass staircase. I was kind of saying that facetiously. I forgot it was actually that long. Yeah, my item management could have been better this playthrough, is the main thing I'm taking away at this point. Yeah, that actually wouldn't be that hard to make. I'll just toss it. Anyway, final boss time. Too bad for you, Mario. You're too late. What's happening? Cack. Look well, in the coffin behind me sleeps the legendary treasure. This tomb holds the soul of that ancient demon, the wielder of destruction. And the crystal stars you brought here will undo the seal. The demon's soul will possess Peach's body and bring life to the most powerful witch in millennia. And that's why you kidnapped her? Mario, I'm so sorry sending you that map. Caused all this trouble, didn't it? Hack. With the power of the witch, I will rule this pathetic world. The time has come at last. The world will be mine. Now, arise, my Shadow Queen. Nice mood lighting. I again, actually having like a lighting system really sells scenes like this. And there she is. Yeah, it just occurred to me, yeah, the paper form is the only one that really isn't used in this chapter. You use everything else, basically. Ooh, that is dynamic in this version, I forgot. And darkness is covering the land. You know, we should have talked... Actually, no, it'll hit harder if we talk to... Well, not hit hard, particularly. What? What's going on? But brother? The sky, it's... What's all this? The sky, it's turning dark. Who has called me back? It is I, my Shadow Queen. You? Very well, where is the vessel? It is here, the girl who lies before you. Yes, a fine vessel. Now... Yeek! Help me! Why is Dupree here? I don't remember him being there in the original. What's all this then? Am I deduced that this is the end of the world? I just remembered the penguins are called bumpties. Because they bump into you in Yoshi's Island. What was that? Something terrible has happened. The real, frankly. No. Could the demon of legend have truly awakened? No, this is unthinkable. Run with your little Goomba legs. Witness my rebirth. My soul is not yet fully accustomed to this vessel, but I will learn to control this body soon enough. But Peach... Yes, my glorious Shadow Queen, destroy these impudent fools. Who are you that would command me? What sort of being are you? Huh? What do you mean? I thought you were bound to obey the one who woke you. Enough of this prattle, do as I say. Now, or I will send you back to the depths. Oh. You would do well to learn your proper place, slave. No one commands me. Zap. My powers are not yet fully restored, but they will come in time. Mario, I don't understand. My queen. You have returned to us. Bow down, what ages have passed? So you are the one truly responsible for calling me back, yes? Yes, my queen. I searched for a pure heart that you might inhabit. And as I did, I spread the rumor of a great treasure. Then I led the fools who had gathered the crystal stars here to open the seal. Yes, you have fulfilled your duties admirably. I am not worthy, my queen. And who are these beings that stand before me? Yes, they appear to possess a modicum of power and may be of some use. Mortals, if you will become my faithful servants, I will not harm you. Mario, I promise to follow you. I believe in you. What if we say yes? Yes, you're obedient. Good, my pet. Now you're mine. You'll serve me for eternity. And so, the Shadow Queen engulfed the world with her foul magic. For Mario, for Peach, and for the world, it was... Wow, that was a weird hang-up on that. Like, I took a bit to load back in. Yeah. I mean, we already died once, so we might as well show that off at least once. But yeah, another, like, bad ending. There was a lot of bad endings in Paper Mario. But yeah, also this version adds cutscene skipping. Thank goodness. If it wasn't for that, I would not have shown that off. Like, if I had to sit through all that over again, I wouldn't have shown that off. Straight up. I see, so you defy me. How amusing. Then you wretched fools, you will learn the error of your ways. I want to say the swap to Duplic's sprite, where he's more like angry looking, wasn't in the original like American version of Thousand Door. I think it was in one version though. You are foolish to oppose me. Yes, and that foolishness will have to be punished. Mario, I will follow you to the end, I swear. I feel bad for the princess, but that queen must fall before us. And when she does, I'll tell you how well, anyway, let's take this fight to her. Hey, guess who goofed up really badly and didn't actually check badges before entering the final boss of the game? Oopsie. We'll be fine. It'll be okay. I hope. Oh my gosh, what happened? I can't believe Peach got possessed. That's awful. Now she's the Shadow Queen, the demon that destroyed this town 1,000 years ago. Max HP is 150, attack is 7, and defense is 0. She'll unleash big lightning attacks. She'll also use magic to raise attack and defense or to absorb HP. She might even try to drag us into the darkness. I don't feel good about attacking Peach, but we have to do something. Don't think of it as Peach. We have to have to fight to the end. Come on. Okay, have a safe trip back, Aiden. Alrighty, final boss time. 0 defense, so we should do a decent chunk of damage here. 14, not bad. We have to get to about halfway, and then we'll move on to phase 2, roughly. Yeah, why not? Sure. Let's do this old tried and true strat here. Again, actually, Gumbella's not a bad party member to just have out here, because we can just continually give Mario extra turns, which would be great. So we can deal essentially like 17 damage per turn, if we actually nail the commands. I'm prioritizing attack for obvious reasons here. Defense is great too. Attack is going to help us get through this fight a lot more easily. Yeah. I kind of prescribe to the philosophy in RPGs of, hey, you don't need as good of defense if you're just blasting through all enemies. No problem. Again, maybe that's a fallacy on my part, but that is how I play RPGs, for better or worse. So yeah, we should do 17 per spring jump now. Wow, okay, my math is bad. Okay, that really sucks. The timing of that fog, that is actually really bad. Yeah, I don't know how her defense got raised already. But yeah, no, that really bites actually. Because now, there's not a whole lot we can actually do until the fog lifts. I guess I should test a theory, now that I'm thinking about it, because the previous time we used Bobbery, it did clear the fog out, and I'm wondering if that's a constant. Yeah, it is. Okay, so Bobbery was the right call there. Mind you, he does have the defense boost, but... Oh no, this is bad. Eesh. With boosted defense, we still took a significant chunk of damage there. Like, a lot of damage. 6 per. That's really not great. Okay, Fog actually came in clutch there. So yeah, we're almost to the actual, like, transition point to the next phase, I'm pretty sure. So I'm probably just gonna try to, like, power through, deal as much damage as I can. I think it's about the halfway point. Okay, that won't do a whole lot, but still. Better her than us. So you're not weak. Maybe you're less useless than you appear. This body is unfamiliar to me. Yes, too unfamiliar. Let me assume my true form and show you real power. This is a very cool design, by the way. In this form, your attacks are like those of a child to me. You are lucky. You'll perish with the honor of having seen true terror and power. And there goes Fog. Unfortunate. Alright, we can't do anything. Do we have to attack the main body? I think. We might die in this turn, by the way. Is that your idea of an attack? Foolish. Struggle as you might, it won't be enough. Because the hands are going to deal a lot of damage, and if she does like the pull into the darkness attack on Goombella, she might actually die here. You can superguard this, by the way, it's very difficult. Yeah, no, we're getting real beat up here. That's not great. Again, Goombella might die anyway, so I might swap in Vivian again, because she's got a little more HP at this point. And also, I think she will unleash a special attack too, so... Actually, not having to worry about that will definitely help. Now taste my power. God, that's weird to time in this version. Again, I'm so used to GameCube. Okay, there's also that move. I almost forgot about that. Why is the audience leaving? I mean, I guess I have reason. Like, but why is there even an audience to watch us fight the Demon Queen anyway? It's like... I personally would not want to be in the audience for this. I feel like that'd be very dangerous. Yeah, if you can't deal damage, you often lose audience, but that's fine. We'll lose all the audience anyway in a sec. What a troublesome little pest you are. And speaking of which, there goes the audience. Max HP. Yes, I have recovered from any slight damage I've taken, and now how I will punish you for your resistance. Mario, what we do? We could be done for. I will ask you again, will you serve me? If so, I will forgive you for this. Forget it, I know we'll win. Very well, then you will perish. What is this? The crystal stars? Ah! Now? What's this shiny thing? There, it's a crystal star, but I thought Mario had this thing. I wonder, kids, if this is related to the sky getting all dark and whatnot. You may be right, but I don't know. But if anything's happened to my boy Koops and Mario... Oh dear. Koops, you're okay, right? You promised me you'd come back, okay? Oh, poor Koopy-Koo. Wow, a crystal star! What in the world? What's that doing here? This is very mysterious. Yes, a mystery, that. Step out of it, Elder. Brother, Mario's in trouble. That's what the crystal star is here to tell us. I just know it. What could it be? Hey, you're right, Batuni. I can hear the crystal star is speaking to us. It's telling us that Mario is fighting to save the world and he's in deep trouble. Mario, Flurry, come on, don't give up. Yeah, you can do it, guys. Mario. I know you're fighting far away right now. For us. For all of us. This crystal star has told us your last brave stand. Maybe we can't do much to help you, but we're thinking of you. All our wishes are for you. For your victory. Yeah, feel it. Rock out, great Gonzalez. Rock. Listen to me, Gonzalez. Anybody who's beat me is not allowed to lose. That's right, you, Star. Tell that shrimp that beat us to never give in. Fight. We're sending you all our strength, you man. You're feeling the love out there. Gonzalez. Fight on, Mario. I don't think Prince Mush is there in the GameCube version. Which would make sense. Don't you give up, Mario. Give it to him! Fight! Yeah, never give in. Mario, you may feel like it's going rough, like the tides have shifted against you, but if you lose, the world will be plunged into darkness forever. Please don't give in. Vivian was her name, right? I'm a bit worried about the girl that was with Mario. I hope they're both okay. They'll be fine, all of you. Mario will never give up. Mario will stand true. I still remember how easily he took care of that monster who had cursed us. We must have faith in him. We must believe that light will return to our world. Up a good old-fashioned power of friendship montage. Mario, don't give up. Come on, you bilge pumps. Can't bloom near you. Fight, Bobby, fight! Once more! Go! Admiral Bobbery, show them what a real sea bomb's made out of, mate. Debris just happens to be here. Ads are about to start, so I think we'll actually take a brief pause here in the middle of this cutscene, but we will resume and finish up the game after the ad break. And I have returned, so let's not waste any more time and finish up this game. Mind you, this is far from the final stream of this game. We have a lot of post-game, since apparently y'all want to see it. And we are back for the last little bit of Thousand Year Door. Well, the main story at least. I do hope they're all okay. Do not fear, my dear. Luigi is my finest pupil. I'm quite sure he'll prevail. Well, I worry nonetheless. I still hope there's a future in which my little bub can grow and prosper. Well, I suppose all we can do is give him a rousing cheer, Yeah, certainly. I'm quite sure he can hear us through the power of this crystal. Darn right, Dad. Go, Gonzalez, go get him. Mario, you lovely thing, Gonzalez. And they're all saying different names. Huh? Mario? Gonzalez? Not Luigi? Poor Pennington. Yeah, assembled, Mayor. Okay. Good work, my comrades. Now let us do it. Ready and... Mario! Aww. Again, this is a very cool scene. It's a bit cliche, however. Mario, you can do it. Sometimes a good old power friendship scene hits. Oh, they even are color-coded in this version. I like how Luigi's is in green text. Is that? Can you hear them, Mario? So many voices. So they correspond to the color of the crystal star in each location. That's very cool. I didn't catch that the first time. They're all sending us their wishes and positive energy. That's so sweet. What are these vile voices? Mario, look at that. What is this? Light. Oh. 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 Mario. That voice. Princess Peach? Mario, What? You are a wretched little girl, you disobeyed me. Mario, take the last of my power. What is this? I felt completely revitalized. You brat, obey me, girl. Yes, the dynamic music is very good. Farewell, Mario. I believe in you. Peach! Grr, very cunning, princess. But you will not undo me. Know me as your queen. Yeah, the music is very good in this remake. There is an option for the original music. I don't know if I would use it. Mario, this is our moment. We're almost there. Enough, this ends now. I mean, why would we flee? We're literally fighting for the end of the world here. Hey, guess who's really crossing her fingers that they're not bad at math? Me. I might be bad at math, so we'll see how this goes. I think they had 5 HP. If not, we might be in trouble. Cool. I have a brain cell. Sometimes. Sometimes I can remember things. What? How is it that you can hurt me? Now we've got our number. Time to suffer, queen. Fools. Every time I hear the word fools, I can only think of Ace Attorney. I don't know what that says about me. That's a multi-guard. Oof. Ouchies. And at some point we should actually tattle her. See what the hell we're dealing with here. Tattle! I don't think we have to tattle the hand separately, which is nice. This'll give us both HP values. That's the Shadow Queen. Wow, she's scary, but we gotta hold her ground. Max HP is 150, attack is 7, defense is 1. She'll use lightning moves, magic, and boost her own attack and defense power. And if she uses her breath on us, we could be poisoned, confused, or lose power-ups. But the worst is when she saves energy for a big attack. That is gnarly. I'm not gonna make the joke again. We'd do best to just avoid it by hiding in the shadows with Vivian, I think. Boy, not only is her body scary, but her hands are pretty mean as well. She has several attack patterns, so watch closely to see what's coming. Now, Mario, let's do it. This is it. Our final battle. Let's give it all we've got. This could have been better. God damn it. Again, every time I don't need it, that's when I get it. It's like clockwork. It's like, I know my luck. What the hell do we do here? Art attack, sure, why not? We might go for the power lift strat at some point, but the hands are so dangerous that I don't really want to take too many chances there, if I can help it. Though I think defeating them actually causes them to cycle out anyway, so shrug. It doesn't really do a whole lot. For a safety strat, I actually recommend hiding first before doing anything else. Because then Mario at least has a turn to be able to react. Abba. This is not a dancing queen, though. This is a very powerful attack. That would probably get very close to taking out a partner just with that one move. Oh cool, all the peonies are gone. Great. Thanks. So yeah, at least we'll get to move as Mario, which allows us to do this. Maybe a waste. Yeah, this might actually be a waste of an item, but I'm also full up on items, so shrug. It's fine. God damn it. You're just gonna be difficult, aren't you? Sometimes I've gone through this fight and I've never, like, rarely, if ever, seen this particular part of the attack. Other times she'll just spam it. It's very unpredictable, unfortunately. The biggest thing is it just makes the fight take longer. It's not difficult to avoid, but losing a turn with Vivian sucks. That's the main thing I don't like about it, weirdly enough. Our attack takes so much FP, I'm almost like, I don't really want to use it. We haven't had a shooting star, we can just keep doing this if you want to play this game. Neat. Yeah, I can actually go for the smaller hands right now. God damn it. Again, why is she... Oh wait, that's a defense boost. Okay, I can live with that actually. I'd prefer... Hey, I actually guarded that time. Look at me. Doing good. However, we do have the problem of plus attack. Or plus defense, so like how the hell do we account for that? Yeah, we're doing 3 damage, that's not ideal. So clearly chipping her out is actually helpful. I saw that poison mushroom game. Don't do that to me right now. Oh god damn it. This could actually be really bad because Vivian is not in good shape. I should have taken a whack-a bump with me. Given... Given that we don't really have much to do with Mario, I'm almost tempted to toss, like, the cake. Actually, we tossed the cake already, damn it. We'll give Vivian an egg. There's a joke here somewhere. That actually is, like, barely any healing. I don't know why I thought to do that. We are kind of on the back foot in this fight, which can happen. It's just a bit of luck sometimes with that. I mean, you can also just use boo sheets, to be fair. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very much on the back foot in this fight, which again, not my favorite thing. However, that's fine. It's just, the fight's gonna take forever. That's the main thing that's annoying me right now, is this is just time-consuming. Like, having to wait for this animation to play every time. It's just like, she's just stalling us out, basically. This might be a waste. I might regret doing this, but we'll see. We haven't seen this yet, by the way. This is Supernova. This is the most powerful special move. It really puts your button mashing skills to the test. This is so much easier on GameCube where the A button is gigantic. This big ass A button in the center of the face buttons. Yeah, no, that makes it way easier to do that button mashing. 69. You do not know what you have done. Oh, I know exactly what I'm doing, she says, hoping she knows what she's doing. Please be nice. Cool. 1 damage. Again, if she just does this attack every turn, it's not even that bad of an attack, it just makes the fight take forever. It's like, I want her to stop using it, not because I'm gonna get hit, because I can just keep hiding, but it's just making this take 20 minutes. And it's like, I just kind of want to get a move on. Like, we could be done with the fight by now if she would stop using this move. Genuinely, if she hadn't used this 5 times already, we probably would be done with this fight by now. Actively annoying. Like, right now, my big issue is I don't know what the best course of action is. I think we're gonna sub out Bobbery, actually, just because he has 40 HP, and he can weather a hit better than Vivian can at this point. Alright, almost 2/3 of the way through. The main problem is her drain attack will heal her, so... Case in point. Not my favorite thing in the world. God damn it. Again, she's just determined to make this fight take as long as possible. It's very much like not actually difficult, it's just annoying. Just like draining items, not that I really... I've been hoarding so much, it's like, hey, hoarding items actually paid off because I'm actually needing them here. Piercing Blow's not a bad option here. Oh, the little stars? Sparkles. I didn't know those were there, because I never used this. But we actually have a use for it this time. Eesh. Not good at all. Actually, if she does that again, Vivian's gonna die. So before I actually do anything, I'm gonna just swap her out for Bobbery again. Bobbery's gonna be our tank, essentially, for this fight. Again, this is a very scuffed Shadow Queen fight. I've had way better fights than this, and to be fair, I've also just flubbed out of the game entirely. So, it's all relative. Erg. No, it cannot be. Yeah. What are you gonna do about it? Ow, okay, that's what you're gonna do about it. It's like, okay, do not say what you're gonna do about it, because then, F around and find out. 27. Math time, this should take her down to... Yeah, okay, 15. Okay, we're fine. I think we can win this turn, actually. If I play my cards right. Nope, she didn't do anything else, so we're done. We are Gucci, as they say. Assuming I don't flub the attack, that is actually a problem still. I could just botch the input. But, yeah, if I don't screw up the spring jump, we are done with the fight. GG. Switch to Yoshi. I mean, we're done. I mean, given that, like, this is literally the end of the fight. And also, Yoshi doesn't pierce the fence very well. So, I don't know how useful Yoshi would actually be in this fight. We don't get any star points for it, but that's fine. Impossible. Unthinkable. How could I? I cannot be beaten by lesser beings such as these. And I had just been reborn into this world. I cannot. I must not. My queen. God. Dublus is just here. He has no emotional investment in this. And there she goes. Bye-bye. No, let's get out of here, Marilyn. Gah. Hey, wait! Princess Peach! Princess Peach is just fine. She's not even hurt. Mario. Thumbs up. So, it's all over then. I'm so sorry, Mario. Who knew all this would happen? No need to apologize, Peach. It was our pleasure. Thank you, all of you. Aha! There you are, Mario. I kinda wish all the partners came out for this cutscene, not gonna lie. Well, well, can you believe those brutes even came after me, an old Goomba? But I still made it here. I was so worried about you all. You have no idea. By the look of things, though, I guess we're in the clear, am I right? You kids sure are the real thing, I tell ya. Yes, I seem to be in one piece too, so all is well. So, without further ado, take a look at this. Found this on the way. This must be the treasure we heard rumors of in Rogueport. My theory has been correct all these years. There really was a legendary treasure. Oh, Professor Frankly. No, don't bring me down now. It might be something great, and all's well that ends well. Now how about we all get out of this dank place? Let's go home, Mario. Back to everyone. So, you're leaving then? Well, that's too bad. Having you around really did wonders for my research. Ah, Professor, we'd never let you monopolize Mario for your research anyway. Besides, you said I could be your research assistant for next term. Yes, that's right, and I thank you, Goombella. Mario, even after you leave here, please don't forget about us, alright? And we in return will wish that you find all the best in the future. Never ever give up, Mario. That's the most important thing I learned from you. Thanks, Mario. Just promise me you'll think of me now and again, okay? Mario, thanks to you I found courage and inner strength. I don't know how to say this, but I think I like myself more since I've known you. It's like I've become a tiny bit more like my dad, you know? It's also hard to put into words. My dear Mario, I am ready to make my comeback in the theater now. I found so many things on this journey that I can only express on stage. And with these new themes, I'm so ready for that wonderful spotlight again. Please do come see me once we finished rehearsing. And bring Peach too, dear. Gonzalez. Oh yeah, wait, I've gotta stop doing that. It's Mario, right? Well, you'll always be Gonzalez to me, man. Because I was born Nicholas Pitt and Gonzalez's and always will be the champ. So let's meet again, Gonzalez. I mean it, man. Mario, I feel like I've grown to never mind. Yeah, I sure do think that you and Peach make a nice couple. I'll never forget my time traveling with you. So, don't forget me either. Well, boy, it was most agreeable that I had the chance to meet you. If not for you, then my dear Scarlet would still gaze down on the broken bob-omb. And now I'm off to sea again. I know Scarlet would have wanted it that way. Let's see each other again, Mario, and this time let it be on the high seas, old boy. And it is time for us to part, my little cheese hunk, but I will not say farewell, because you're welcome here anytime. And since you're welcome, you should come anytime you please, sweetie. Now be careful, and until we meet again, adieu. Well, the boat's almost here. Mario! God, they're all, like, dried up mushrooms this time. I remember the last time Petunia brought a mushroom for someone. Oh, we made it just in time. Take these with you. We bought them so you'd have something to eat on the boat. Enjoy! Oh, yummy! These are very fresh mushrooms. Okay, they're acknowledging that. They're lampshading it this time. Oh, how lovely, thank you. Everyone, if not for all of you, the world would have fallen into a horrible darkness, but your brave hearts strove for peace, and saved this world. I don't know how to thank you, but know that the entire world is in your debt. What nonsense, we're the ones who should be thanking you, Princess. If you hadn't come to our little town, we'd all be puppets for the Shadow Queen and Grotus. The thought gives me hives. Ah, look, your highness, I see the boat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, forgive my lateness, sir. I must have dozed off a bit. But please, come on board. I'll get you folks back at full steam. Take care, everyone. Farewell. Set a course for the Mushroom Kingdom. I don't know who was saying that. It's probably the driver, actually. That's fine. There they go. They are all such lovely people, don't you think? I don't have too many good memories of Rogueport, with the kidnapping and all. But it really is a vibrant town full of love for life, isn't it? Mario, I was very frightened when they took me, but... well, Tech was really there for me and helped me get through it all. And I knew that you would come to help me as well. I always believe in that. Thank you, Mario. Maybe I shouldn't wander off by myself quite so often. I like how this is the opposite lesson as the ending of Odyssey. Mario, look out there! Rogueport's positively shining! It's so beautiful! I have an opinion about this. I kind of wish that what is happening next would have been like a post-credits thing. Oh wow, that's wild, bro. You had a pretty rough time of it, didn't you? But now that Peach is safe, I guess everything's okay. Really though, how amazing is it that you saved the world again? Again, bro! I say it's been a little while since then. Are you ready for a new adventure? Yeah, you're the man, bro. I wonder what everyone you traveled with is up to. Whoa, what was that, bro? Was that your newfangled mail gadget? Dear Mario, what's up? Gabella here. I'm still up here working with Professor Frankly. We beat the Shadow Queen, but there's tons of Rogueport lore we still don't get. So my research with the professor goes on and on. With the info I gathered with you, we have lots of great leads now, though. Mario, like I always said, every myth contains a kernel of truth. Speaking of which, know what was in that chest that the professor recovered? You're totally not gonna believe me when I tell you it's a secret, but I'll tell you the next time I see you. As part of my research, I did go back to many of the places we visited, and I saw everyone we traveled with, too. I like how the individual character themes play for each segment. Koops is living peacefully in Petalburg with his dad and Koopy-Koo. Mario, guess what Koops wants to do now? He wants to become mayor of Petalburg and live there in peace. Can you imagine? Still, it might just be perfect for him, come to think of it. He's so much more of an adult now than when you left Rogueport. Still, I think Koopy-Koo pretty much has him wrapped around her little finger. Ray's back on stage in a big way, and the crowds are totally ecstatic. And the play she's doing right now is the story of her adventure, yeah! It's called Paper Mario. I saw it twice. It was totally the best play ever. And somehow Dupless has joined the troupe as an actor. Who saw that coming? His transformation skills are serving him well, but it still kind of creeps me out. Oh no, Yohi? Yeah, he's fighting solo in the Glitz Pit. He says he's getting pretty close to a title match, even. Isn't that just adorable? Oh yeah, he's calling himself the Great Gonzalez Jr. in the ring, by the way. It's sort of silly, but kinda cute too, don't you think? Oh, and wait, I have to get this exactly right or he'll get like so mad at me. Yeah, said that he could totally take you in the ring now, so bring it. Guess he doesn't change. Is that too cute? Sadly, there's an actual bonus fight with Yoshi. Raven's gone back to hang out with her sisters. She wants to give them another chance. Now that the Shadow Queen has been defeated, I don't think Beldam's into evil. And Beldam also promised me she would never be mean to Vivian again. Ever again. This just makes me think of the gif of like, what are these two talking about? Yep, I think the three sisters are going to live pretty peacefully from now on. But you should totally go visit her sometime. You know, like, what are these two yapping about? I think it's the gif. So hello Icy, welcome on in. Also, Aiden, what are the eyes emojis for? I assume it was Koops, right? Bobbing goes out to sea every day now on Cortez's ship. I think his soul is healed. I ran into him on Keelhaul Key by accident the other day, which was nice. He was so happy I thought he was going to blow up on me for a sec there. You know, I bet Scarlet is looking down on him and smiling right now. Oh, and I almost forgot, everyone on Keelhawk Yee as well, and they say hello. Miss Mouse is still running the badge shop in Rogueport, so she's happy. She comes over to Franklin's sometimes to visit. But as usual, as soon as she sets foot outside the shop, she turns into a badge ninja. She said just the other day that she had found some super rare badge, actually. That's our globetrotting, mystery-making, flirting little badge thief, huh? And there she goes. Now, if only we could jump up the rooftops like that. Oh yeah, in my travels I heard a rumor that Lord Crump and Lord Grodus were both still alive. I guess that makes them pretty tenacious baddies, doesn't it, Mario? But they've mellowed out a lot, just like Beldam has, and I don't expect more trouble. Plus I hear Grodus is just ahead, which really cuts down on mischief making. Too bad we can't talk to them in Poshley Heights. They're not actually there. Speaking of miracle survivals, guess whose favorite calculator is still computing? Says he really wants to see you and Peach again. I'm totally rambling at this point, so I guess I'd better wrap it up. So I just want to say, even though things got tough, I'm grateful for our time together. And there's one thing that kind of weighed on me and I never got to express to you. See, well, maybe that's best kept a secret. Why is everyone down bad for Mario in this game? There she go. Now please say hi to Peach for me, okay? Till we meet again, your friend, Goombella. Hey, that was awesome. That was awesome, bro. Sounds like everyone's doing great over there. Huh? Someone here? Excuse me, sirs. Also, there's a picture of both sets of party members now. Hello, Mario. Hello, Luigi. Please allow me to apologize for coming unannounced, but I was cleaning out the storeroom in the castle the other day, and I found something rather amazing. Yes, Toastworth found a treasure map, and I'm sure it will lead to real treasure this time. I just know it. So Mario, you'd love to look for treasure, isn't that right? The boat's waiting for you. Aw, we get a little special. In the original, it just kind of zoomed into Mario and, like, faded out, instead of actually having, like, a special, like, animation here. So this is a really cool detail. I'm gonna be real, I kind of wish that part about going... This is just... There is no other treasure, by the way. This is literally just set up for post-game. I kind of wish that was after the credits, to be honest, because like, me, this is kind of like a weirdly, like... Oh, hi, Parakarry, I forgot you were here. It almost feels kind of like a weird mood whiplash. In a way, I think this game actually has the least sentimental final scene, even though I think the ending itself is very sentimental. I think the speech from Peach at the end of Paper Mario 1, and obviously Super Paper Mario's endings hit a lot harder than this game, but I still love this game. Again, this was my favorite game, period, until like 2023, not even kidding. So yeah, this game means a lot to me. The original credits were actually just like silhouettes walking along like the upper and lower portions of the screen. So now we actually have more of a proper like Paper Mario 1 style like parade of sorts. So with the construct of it being like a play like the rest of the game. So I think this is actually really well done. Again, this is one of a pretty stark departure from the original credits, but I like this a lot. Again, I love this game. I think a lot of the changes to the remake are very good. A lot of the rewrites are very good. Again, the one thing I would hope for is someday getting a 60 FPS patch on Switch 2. But again, that depends on readjusting all the attack timings and everything for that. So that would be difficult, I would imagine. It would be harder than people make it out to be, because otherwise the attack windows would be really big for most attacks. But yeah, I like a lot of the rewrites. I like Vivian's story. Again, the one thing I still don't like about Vivian's story is like, yeah, her just kind of forgiving her abusive family. It's like, or well, Beldam specifically. It's like, yeah, that doesn't necessarily work out for everybody. Some people just kind of can't ever patch things up with transphobic relatives. Sometimes you don't have to be the bigger person, and sometimes it's better to just stand your ground on things. But that's my 2 cents at least. Yeah, I love this game. I've played it so many times. The original is still fantastic in my opinion. The remake just kind of improves upon it in almost every way. Again, the one slight thing is just the FPS drop is a little bit of a bummer. And again, I hope they can eventually patch it, but... Again, I think people make patches like this trivial, like, oh yeah, they just need to unlock the frame rate. It's like, no, they have to readjust everything for that, unless they want it to be really broken. Because like going up to like a 4-frame window for attacks, so from like a 2-frame window, would make things a lot hard. Like, I actually think it might still be a 3-frame window in this game for certain attacks. But anyway, doubling this game's attack buffer would just make a lot of the action commands really easy to hit, including super guards. So it's like, I don't think just uncapping the frame rate is enough. They'd have to retool everything. Which also creates the problem of, it would probably have to be a switch to Edition, because there'd have to be like separate to avoid patching the original version and messing up that version's attack timings. It's a whole thing. It is not as easy as people make it out to be IMO, but that's a whole separate rant. Yeah, I love this game a lot. I was really happy to share it in its entirety. And speaking of which, we are not done yet, because I do want to go through the post-game. Because, again, I love this game, I want to show it off. The one exception might be Super, just because of, like, the treasure maps. Like, finding all 49 treasure maps and actually getting the coins to buy all of those might be kind of annoying. So, I'm not sure if I'll 100% Super. And obviously there'll be some big exceptions like Santa Blade, where I'm not gonna 100% them on stream because I value my time. Again, I've been kind of revising the Fox Girls favorites list a little bit, just because like certain games would take a while. So I might actually cut out a few games. I might just put them in separate series essentially. And some are kind of redundancies. Like hypothetically, like I played Pokemon Emerald, XD, and Mystery Dungeon for the first time basically in a row, so hypothetically, those would all be in a consecutive line. So I don't think I would want to do it that way. I think I'd prefer to spread out these games a little bit. So yeah, I might actually drop Emerald and just do Diamond and Pearl / Platinum. Aw, and we even get thanked for this. Hi, Bowser. But yeah, I'm still sorting out the list. I kind of wish I had done a few things differently for the first half. Again, like Lego Island I definitely would have done if the recomp had been farther along at the time. I don't think it was done when I originally planned out the list. And then also, like, Rogue Squadron I would have done in hindsight. But again, the Fox Girls favorites list generally is a pretty good reflection of, like, my early gaming history so far. But it gets more complicated going forward, just because the games get longer. So yeah, but yeah, I love this game. Highly recommend the remake as well. If you have not played this game already. Very, very good game. This game will always hold a special place in my heart, no matter how many other games I play that I enjoy immensely. But yeah, we are not done yet. We are gonna keep going. Because I am a perfectionist in a lot of cases, and I want to go farther with this game. So, fun thing, we now have confetti, but we are still missing one character from the title screen. I don't remember how to get said character on the title screen, which is slightly awkward, but that's fine. I don't think I'll go an extra hour. I think we're actually at a decent stopping point as is. But we will do a couple things around town, and then we'll pick up next time with some more side stuff. You're a strange one, sir. Must be something special to convince you to return. Although if I had a Goomba that cute waiting for me at the dock, I might return too. What the hell? Well, whatever you're doing, be careful. Goodbye, sir. Okay, bye. Long time no see, Mario. I'm totally glad I got to see you again. This is awesome. Everyone's ready. We heard you were coming, so we've been waiting here for you. So are you ready to go? Wherever you want to go, we are so there with you. Hell yeah. Gangs back together. So yeah, we still have 2 super bosses, 3 troubles, the remaining badges, all the recipes. Oh hi, Gob, throat bomb. That feels like a euphemism. Is this right? I just type into here, right? Here? I just type into here. Yeah, okay. So hello, I was happy you got me honey candy. My voice came back, but maybe I was too jolly. I started shouting and lost voice again. Now I am resting. So yes, maybe there is not much here in Fire Outpost, but at least we have snow. Yeah, we have snow bomb fights here. We put tiny bob-bombs inside of snowballs to make big explosions when they hit. It's super dangerous, which is also making it super cool. Unfortunately, it's also making it super illegal, which is not great, but come visit anyway. Later, Gob. Interesting. Also, when the light fades from Rogueport, the hero emerges, inscribing his name in legend. So that's us. Graffiti Corner. Super Luigi, all 5 volumes now on sale at Total Bros Bazaar. The mustachioed Green Baron. Okay, so we might as well buy the final one. These are readable books, by the way. I don't know if I want to go through and read them, given that we have already talked and heard all this from Luigi. I'm sure most of the characters would actually have different dialogue for us, given that we're in a post-game state now. I've been catching a breather here, you know, reflecting back on all my adventures. It's been a long road, bro. Wanna hear what happened? It's a pretty long story. Super Luigi book. Actually, you know what? This guy novelized my quest. He's been interviewing me. He was actually interviewing me here at the inn during breaks for my adventure. I didn't think anyone would be interested in reading a book about Luigi, but Super Luigi came out recently, and check this out, bro. Here in Rogueport, it's a new record for consecutive weeks at #1 on the best-selling list. Oh, hooray for Luigi, bro. I started reading it the other day, but it's an encyclopedic account in multiple volumes. Excruciating detail, bro. It's like a history book. It seemed like one anyway. They've got it in the shop here in Rogueport. How about you snag a copy, bro? Oh, that was mercifully short. So yeah, we can actually legitimately go and read these, if we so desire. So yeah, these just kind of recounting the stories Luigi already told us. I don't think I want to read all this out. I don't know if my voice can handle it, if I'm being real. God, what do we do next? Do we start on cooking, or do we actually just... I'm gonna go talk to everybody. I think that's my current goal. I also want to see the list of quests. See, a part of me actually wants to go the extra hour, just because I'm feeling it. You seem pretty cheery, and as always, I'm happily busy with my research. By the by, do you know what was in that treasure chest we found in the palace? It contained... a dried mushroom. Oh no, it's nothing to be disappointed by. Now we know for certain that people indeed ate mushrooms 1,000 years ago. This is a groundbreaking anthropological discovery. Good for you. We don't even get to keep the mushroom. Or don't even get it handed to us. Real quick, I'm gonna check what the first quest is here. That's really easy. Rouse these cats from Doti. I really want to see the great tree, but there are many cats in the way. Won't someone please rouse these ne'er-do-wells? I'm waiting in Bogley Woods near the great tree. Sure. This one will take like 2 seconds. This trouble's just 5 seconds. This is a joke only for Aiden. That's Bogley Woods, right? That'll take us to the Great Tree, actually. So that works out very nicely. But first, I actually want to come over here for a quick moment. And, the teleporter is actually working again. You're showing the hour, though? I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like I got the energy for it. And again, we only did a 2-hour stream Monday before last, so it's like, if this is like making up for the hour we missed. Hey, guess what? I don't remember which elevator we need. I I think it's the red one. I never actually noticed until this exact moment that the consoles are also color-coded. That's very nice. To the actual keycards. Yeah, I don't know why the web M's for the subs don't seem to play for the resubs. I need to look into that. It might just be resubbing for 1 month, and then it doesn't actually go up for the other months. Anyway, hi Tech, you're back. Mario, I'm pleased that I could see you again. I detonated explosives after you left to ensure the base could no longer be used for evil. Of course, I was destroyed in the resulting explosion. But one day I regained consciousness and all was as before. Yes, everything. I do not comprehend why. As I regained consciousness, I saw a light and I thought I heard Peach's voice. Was there anything in the game about the crystal stars being able to grant wishes? Because I could have sworn that was a detail. But I also might just be losing my mind and confusing it with a different MacGuffin in a different Mario game. So I'm like, because I know the Beanstar could grant wishes. So I'm like, could the crystal stars also do that? Because, like, how is Tech here? Hey, also, what was the door that had the teleporter? I don't remember which one it was. Oh wait, first try, hell yeah. Look at me, having a brain cell. Cause like, there's quite a bit we could still do for another hour. And it'd be pretty low-key too. Because like, there's not a whole lot to do at this point. That I want to jump into. Obviously, I don't want to start the Pit of 100 Trials round 2. I'm not that locked in. I don't want to go 5 hours, but do like an hour to do some of the cooking and some of the mini games and some of the other like prep work type stuff for the Pit round 2. Something like that. I'm kind of like, I kind of want to do that. I am calculating in my brain what I want to do. Again, part of me is just kind of itching to play more today. I'm just kind of fired up because I just beat the game. But yeah, again, this is a very special game to me. I'm glad I've gotten to show it like this. Again, I had a brief time where I was like, maybe Wind Waker is my favorite game. But then I eventually settled back in on Past Your Door, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, and then only recently did something actually legitimately, like, I think this is my favorite game now, in terms of emotional resonance. Hey, that's the quest, by the way. That's all we have to do. Took care of those goons already, eh? Marvelous, I can finally see the great tree. I'm in your debt, sir. It isn't much, but I hope this will do for your troubles. It's my change from lunch. Wow, thanks. Perhaps I'll see you up ahead. You solved the trouble. Damn, that was easy. Next one. I'm going... Hey... Where did you get a fright mask? I'm actually trying to remember this now. Because I think we can actually get a fright mask in the shop, right? It's just the Rogueport shop. Oh hi, you're here actually. Ah, the great tree. As you watch us foolishly continue to repeat history, what could you think of us? You can do nothing but stand and watch our ignorance. No, what rot. To assume that a tree can do nothing, that only proves my own foolishness. Sometimes this game gets very real, yeah. Sometimes I'm just like, damn, that actually kind of hits. You also enjoy this game immensely. Did you ever finish this game? I'm just wondering. I assume you're at least familiar with the ending, given that you're watching. And I assume you don't care about spoilers if you have not seen the ending of the game, because you're watching. Huh. Yep, there's the fight mask. Neat. Yeah, I mean, hypothetically, because, like, we have 9 minutes till ad break, by the way. Which isn't a lot of time, mind you. But hypothetically, if I get through this quest fast enough, it could be feasible that I could just go down to the pit and be set up for that. Next time, help me make up from Bub. I got in a fight with my mom and I need you to help me make up with her. I'll be waiting near the Sanctum in Poshley Heights. Actually, this one's kind of longish for the amount of time we have left. By that, it will take like 3 minutes, but if it's 5 minutes to ad break, then it is actually a decent amount of time. What am I doing? I should take the other pipe. This will get us to the same place, it'll just take longer. Also, the load times are slightly shorter on Switch 2 versus Switch 1. And I just kind of sometimes think about that. It's like, yeah, no, that actually loads in faster. But yeah, it's kind of weird that the paper form is like the only thing that doesn't come up. And also Miss Mouse, of course, because she doesn't really have anything exclusive to her. Just sniffing out treasure. Bub is hiding behind the sanctum. But first of all, hi! It is you, isn't it, Mario? Well, it's been quite a while, hasn't it? I've come here with Boother. Yes, a little vacation to Poshley Sanctum. I hadn't left the mansion in ages. I figured it was time to turn some heads on the road. Hee. But what a nice surprise to see you. Feel free to be overwhelmed by my beauty. Lady Bo, your beauty is like the song of a nightingale in the evening. Indeed, I feel you've grown to a fine young girl who'd make your ancestors proud. So yeah, apparently all of the party members were supposed to cameo, but only Bo's is left in. I've been waiting for you, mister. See, I've gotten in a fight with my mom and I want to make it up to her. So I wrote her a letter and I want to give her a present, but I don't know what to get. I've narrowed it down to 3 things. Could you help me decide? A fight mask. You really think fight mask is the way to go? I do. You've got great taste, so I'm sure it'll go over well. You also have to go find the fight mask and bring it here, because you know, they don't sell those things here. Did you bring a fight mask for my mom? Yahoo! A fight mask! Thanks, mister. I'll just attach this letter and... we're done. But I'm afraid to give it to her. She may still be mad. Can you give it to her and come back, please? You got a present. The thing Bub asked you to deliver to Sylvia. Alrighty. Once again, making the short run over to... Sylvia. Why, hello, Gonzalez. Do you need something? From little Bob, you say? Why, there's a letter. Let me just read it. Dear lovely mama, I'm sorry I didn't do my homework. From now on, I'll do my homework and try to be a good Bob-omb like Papa. And I will give you good food and a nice house and a pretty hat. So please don't hate me. From Bub. Oh, I'm just going to break down and cry here. Oh, how delightful. The one downside of this game being widescreen is you can actually see her on the edge of the screen compared to the original. Oh, Gonzalez, don't mind my tears. They are joyful ones. I just want you to tell Bub something for me. Tell him I'm not angry. I was just being stern because I love him and care about his future. I never meant to hurt his little feelings by it. I'm sorry I lost sight of that. Gonzalez, please bring my little Bub back to me now. Can do. The one downside I'm realizing is I don't really know how long some of this is going to take. If it'll be like 2... I'm picturing there being 2 more streams after it, but it might not actually be enough. Hey mister, how was it? Did she like the present? She's not mad anymore. Yahoo! Whew. It's all thanks to you, mister. You're the person I respect most after my dad. And as a reward, I'll give you my entire fortune. Not that I have many coins, though. Gold Bob is filthy stinking rich. Why can he only give his son 3 coins? Mom... Aw, wholesome. Again, part of me is like, but what if I go an extra hour? But I don't know if I should do that, because... I'm feeling okay now. Will I feel okay in another hour? I do not have an answer to that, but again, part of me is just like, what if we do some of the cooking now, so we don't have to worry about it next time? But also part of me is like, I should know my own limits. don't know if we need all of these. We want... Oh, wait. We're full up on storage. That's a problem, actually. Yeah, no, I actually might go the extra hour just to do prep work so we can jump straight into the Pip 100 Trials next time. Because we do have to do another run of that. That's very awkward. So, hey, it's cooking time, I guess. Guess who still has the list up, thankfully. I am slightly locked in. Oh, you again, huh? You're looking well or whatever. Thanks. You're really feeling the heart there. What do I need here for this? I need a jam and jelly and a mushroom. Honey syrup, maple syrup, super. Oh yeah, I don't have a maple. Oh. Well, now we just have a problem because my inventory doesn't have any of the things I need to cook. So yeah, this is awkward. This is very awkward. Yeah, Grill, yeah? What's up? Maple shroom, do I actually have a base gas mushroom? I don't. Cool. Listen, I'll be okay. I know my limits. And I think I can go an extra hour. I was planning to go long anyway, because I thought the final boss could give me trouble. And it also depended on how many enemy encounters we could skip, and we ended up being able to skip most of them. So I was actually accounting for potentially going extra hour period, so... Again, we can also skip cutscenes, which is very nice. Maple mushroom. Sure, yeah, I can do it. Cause also I just enjoy chatting, and this will be an opportunity to just kind of vibe. What I need next? Mushroom and fire flower. You've saved up 20 shop points, fella. Guess what you've earned? This ice storm. Wow, thanks. That is actually very inconvenient. Cause I now need to just stash in my inventory. That's fine. I don't want to buy the sleepy sheep. There's also a mini game we can do that I kind of want to do. So actually, our inventory is full though, so... yeah. Guess who doesn't think sometimes? This gal. Yeah, I want to go do something specific. I'm gonna do a lot of minigame stuff after this. A mushroom roast. Tasty dish made by Zesty. Replenishes 15 HP and 5 FP. Nice. Just remember, it doesn't have to be a full hour. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a full hour. I'm gonna save, because we're right here. Ads are gonna start. So yeah, I'm gonna go around and do some other side stuff, and then we'll probably continue cooking for a little bit if we have time. And I have returned once again. So yeah, we're gonna go a little bit longer, because I feel up to it, and I'm feeling good at the moment. So yeah. It's like, I have the energy to do it, so I might as well capitalize on it, and I'll crash tomorrow, but that's a problem for future me. Yeah, thank you. Reset tracking. It might be too far, actually. That might be okay. We'll see. So, where were we? We were working on recipes for a bit. Yeah, let's do that a little bit more actually, because I need to clear room in my inventory. And there's one thing we can make by just cooking a single Ultra Shroom. Also, if I do this, then I don't have to worry so much about eating Ultra Shrooms by accident, or needing Ultra Shrooms to survive. So there's benefit to actually getting this out of the way now, so I have more flexibility. Got a mushroom steak, cool. Hey, guess whose memory is terrible? Title log should almost be done. We only have the 2 super bosses left. Badge list should be done -2. One will be getting it from a quest. So we need the Maple Ultra. Wait, was that right? No, Maple Jelly. That's what I'm looking for. So once again, we need to buy a singular mushroom. There is one thing by combining a healthy salad and a shroom steak, so I need to remember to not do anything bad to the shroom steak before now and then. Because we're actually buying a mushroom every time, we're actually not saving any inventory space here now that I think about it. This is a very ill-conceived plan. Yeah, jelly mushroom. Hell yeah. So, from... are you on 11 streams of this already? I really like Thousand Year Door, and I've been playing it a lot. Maple honey super, and maple super. But hi Nicole, welcome on in. We're actually in the post game now, which makes sense given we're 11 streams in. But yeah, we've still got a few more streams to go of this, just clearing out everything. Hi, did I use the maple syrup, or did I actually have a brain cell and think about not using a rare item for once in my life? Yeah, I already used it. God damn it. Oops. So those can be bought at Twilight Town. Wow, I did not calculate this well at all. This is why we need to do an extra, like, hour today, so I can just get my inventory together. So it's not a complete dumpster fire. Please don't crash tomorrow. I'll do my best not to crash tomorrow. I wouldn't want to crash tomorrow if I can help it. But I'll be okay. I say as I'll probably be commentating on someone else's stream tomorrow, unless that call is full. Yeah, tomorrow will be a rest day for sure. Again, I'm so far ahead on editing, I haven't even been thinking about editing lately. I got a bunch done, so yeah. See, my thing is, I'm a workaholic. So, like, part of my problem is I overwork, partly just as a way to keep my head level, I guess. We'll start that. Oh. We're gonna have to sell some stuff, aren't we? What can we sell out of this? We're gonna have to do one at a time, aren't we? Look at all those whack-a-bumps. Yeah, I'm not gonna end up using a Thunderbolt, but like selling one at a time is going to be infuriating, isn't it? I do apologize if I'm genuinely worrying anybody with the things I'm saying. But I promise I'll do my best to be fine. Yeah, we can store one thing, so I guess we'll store I mean, we can just use these if we need to. Yeah, I might actually just sell the maple. Cause we don't really, it's not gonna heal that much. So yeah, I think I'll actually toss that, and then we need to keep the steak. The roast we could probably sell, but shrug. We'll worry about that later. So our jam and jelly, because we'll need that for a little bit later. So hey, remember that shortcut we got? We can skip a lot of things here, which is nice. We don't have to walk all the way back over to the creepy steeple. We can just do this. The one benefit of walking is we could potentially run into an Amazy Daisy, but if we're first striking everything anyway, we won't even tell if it's an Amazy Daisy. You can't tell. I don't think Amazy Daisies are actually visible in the field, only in the actual fight. So yeah, it actually wouldn't help us that much. So hey, quiz time. So what we want to do is go over to this little hole once again and shimmy in. And now we have a little boo friend to play a game with. Wow, unfurling is not X again. The interloper returns. Want me to quiz you again? If you got all 3 of my questions right, I'll give you something good. Your first question. Which townsperson is guarding the way to Rogueport's east side? That's Gus. Very good. Question 2. Remember the villager turned pig you met when first arriving in Twilight Town? What was his name? Gloomer. Question 3. What will you find on the table if you stay at the inn in Twilight Town? That is a Peachy Peach. Very good. You got all 3 questions right. Guess you earned this with your huge brain, you nerd. Come back again sometime, okay? Gets real dull in here. I'm just gonna leave that. I don't want another boo sheet. I have like 5. I'll be okay. So yeah, we have to keep going back and forth. Back for more, eh? Want me to quiz you again? If you get all 3 of my questions right, I'll give you something good. Remember the stashed statues? After 3 pounds on the red one, how many hits on the blue? That was 4, right? Yeah. Not 64. At the bridge in Killhall Keys, some sailors left Bobby behind to escape, who went straight back to camp first. It was a toad, followed by Crump. What's the name of the toad that opened the shop on Killhall Key? That's Thrifty. Thrifty. Again, we can just stay at the inn. It's not like super helpful. Actually, I'm gonna do a thing real quick. Equipped. Drop feeling fine and swap it out for bump attack. Just to make my life easier. Again, this will be pretty low-key, so that's why I'm not worried about going long today. Okay. What did the waitress on the XS Express lose? Her shell earrings, not the letter B. What sort of brain does Detective Pennington claim to have? Improbably large. Question 3. What's the name of the hotel in Poshley Heights? That is the Royal Poshley Park Tower. I have a list up, by the way. I'm not doing this from memory. I'm not that locked in. Where do we actually get ice storms? That is Glitzville, right? I need to actually double check some of the shops for the recipes later on. Quiz 4. Bob's father's name Gold Bob. What's his mother's name? That's Sylvia. If you stay at the inn and fire outpost, what will you find on the table? Space food. Which crystal star was found inside the Exnaut Fortress? The Crystal Star. The only one that would be a fake answer that would make sense would be the Diamond Star. Yeah, we're losing out on all the items. I don't really care. Because I'm not going to be likely to use attack items except for the Pit 100 Trials, which, again, we proved we could get through anyway, so we're probably fine. Quiz 5. What's Hooktail in relation to the Gloomtail in the Palace of Shadow, the younger sister? What's the name of the son mentioned in the letter held by the Dullbones in Hooktail Castle? That is Colorado. Cooper mentioned, her symbol appears in the black pillars inside the Poshley... which symbol appears on the black pillars inside the great tree? The left-facing puny. So, okay, that's mildly tempting, but again, I'm running out of room. So your mileage may vary on actually holding all this stuff. One more. This one's a doozy. Back for more, eh? Wanna take a quiz? If you get all 15 of my brain-melting questions right, I'll give you something good. Your first question. Gumbella's which year of her studies at the University of Goom? That is a junior. Yeah, the bell tower is very cool. Question 2. What's the name of the puny shopkeeper in the Great Tree? Pungent. I'm so sorry for that name. What's the name of the manager of the Glissville Fresh Juice Shop? That is... Podler, not to be confused with Podley. In the Glissville Glitz Pit, which team is described as the Grim Death Burglars, the Handovers? Question 5. Which model of hammer did you obtain from the Glissville Glitz Pit? Hammerwhack 2005. You can tell this game came out in 2004. How many crows can be found throughout all of Twilight Town? Now this is just a rude question, that's 10. Which of these is not one of Luigi's adventuring pals? Hefty. He is the toad that stole the soup. Question 8. Which of these things does not have spikes on its head? That'd be the Spinia. Question 9. Remember Lala, the boo who works at the parlor in Rogueport? Which of these things does she like? Honey mushrooms. If you get high scores, she'll eventually talk about herself, and this is one of the tidbits about herself, I think. What time was shown on the clock when Mario's group first arrived at Riverside Station? 5 o'clock, apparently. I thought it was 6, but I guess it's 5. Question 11. What is the name of the far uppermost bomb that judges personalities by studying people's mustaches? How are you supposed to just know this? Which of these enemies can only be fought in Yuxnot Fortress? That is the Cross Yux. Again, it is not X Yux. Which of these enemies can be found in the Palace of Shadow, the Dark Wizard? Question 14. Not counting Mario, how many of his partners wear a hat? That is 3. Vivian, Goombella. Who's the other? Oh, Bobbery. How many blues came out of the box located underneath the creepy steeple? Total 200. You got all 15 questions, right? Meh. I mean, boo. Here's your nerd prize, nerd. Come back again sometime. It gets real dull in here. Let's go. We got a money. You got a money badge. Makes more coins appear after battle. So you can buy this at the Pianta parlor. It costs like 400 Pianta tokens, though. So, hey, I don't want to do that. That sounds like a lot of effort. While I'm here, given we're gonna have to come back here a couple times anyway, I'm just gonna go do some prep work. I have bump attack equipped, so I can just kind of like power through here really easily. Wow, I actually remembered the positioning of the bridge. That is like a very esoteric detail for the game to actually keep track of this whole time. To be like, oh yeah, you move the bridge or the staircase to the side. Actually, I think it'd be faster to go this way. Drop down, go down the hole, move on. Yeah, this whole series is interesting as I've been planning it out. I mean, the stream series specifically. Like, the concept of Fox Girls Favorites I'm really enjoying as an excuse to go through games like this again. The one downside is trying to sort out a list that doesn't take 5 years. We are on game 14, and we are like 3/4 of the way through the year, so it's gonna bog down even harder going forward because we have like RPGs beyond Mario. So yeah, my big concern with Fox Girls Favorites is just everything bogging down once we get to like Persona, if I do a Persona. I'm kind of on the fence about doing a Persona in all honesty. Like, Persona 5 is one of my favorite games. However, oof, that game is long. I've had a long play of the game that was like 76 hours long. That is not a joke. So yeah, do I want to invest that much time into it? Because, like, what's 76 divided by 3? Because, well, I guess we're doing 4 hours today, but assuming I do 3-hour streams, still, by the time we get to 2017 in this retrospective, what would that be? 2? Then you're left with 16, so it'd be a little over 25 streams. Assuming I basically match the speed of that long play, that's ridiculous. That is like an absurd amount of time. That is wild to think about streaming long enough to get through a Persona game on stream. I know people do play Persona on stream, I just don't know if I have it in me to actually survive a Persona game. Because God, those are long. Alright, flexing culinary muscles again. This should give us the healthy salad, as ST salad cures conditions like poisoning and replenishes 15 FP. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if this is wrong, I'm gonna be mildly upset because the guide was wrong. If we combine a healthy salad with a shroom steak, we should get something special. Please be right. If the guide's wrong, I'm gonna have lost 2 very difficult to cook items. So I hope this is correct. Sorry to keep you waiting. This should be a nice dish. Go on, take it, Stompy. You got a Zest Deluxe. Tasty meal made by Zesty. Replenishes 40 HP and 40 FP. That is very good. Alright, I should be going in order for the sake of me being able to remember what I've already done. So we need the shell. We need the super. We need 2 super mushrooms. Hey, was I proactive and did I buy a maple syrup? I thought I did, but I guess not. Oops. That's okay. The streams normally went 5-6 hours and it took you 8 months. Oof. Yeah, if I, like, my plan for RPGs going forward that have the option, the plan is to use New Game Plus, like, straight up. For things like Persona games, I'm gonna use New Game Plus. If I do them. Xenoblade is a lock, as in, I love Xenoblade as a series. I will definitely do 2 and 3. I'm not making promises about Torna or Future Redeemed, I'm gonna be real. But at least I want to do base games of 2 and 3. So because of that, I'm actually prepping a New Game Plus run of 2 off to the side. I'm doing as many Blade quests as I can stomach, basically. That might sound too harsh for what I'm trying to say, but it is not entirely an exaggeration to say stomach. Cause, damn, yeah, bear. If you know, you know. Cause, oof, that quest. But again, I was also trying to get the rare, really rare blade, if you know, you know. And I actually did get her, by the way. The super rare. So, was very happy about that. Took a long time. I was at 180 hours by the time I got the final rare blade I was missing. Maple syrup. Do I still need a honey super? I guess I do, huh? Wow, we're already like half an hour into this segment and I'm still just cooking over here. Yeah, this is gonna take a bit. I'm gonna mix things up a bit. I'm gonna do something else for a little bit, I think. The other question is, do I do the Glitz Pit a second time? Because I could. Just, do I want to? Maple Super is not gonna be that good. I'm gonna sell this, just to get it out of the way. And then I'm gonna withdraw the other super we have, and pick up a... honey syrup, I think. That's what we need. Where is that? There, here it is. Yeah, maple... Honey super, that's what it's called. I'm also been kind of hit or miss about reading out what these actually do. I'll fully admit. I'm not gonna worry about it, just for the sake of my voice and time and everything. Oh, thank you for the hydration check. I definitely need one. Because I make interesting life choices in moments like this. But again, given that I'm just doing side questy stuff, this isn't that taxing. I'll also probably be selling fodder, to be honest. So what do we have here? That's the wrong list. We're at 21 out of 58. That's actually pretty fast. So we need a Super Shroom and a Fire Flower. We did the Zest Deluxe, at least, so that's one very difficult thing we don't have to worry about. I might actually drop this for a little bit and work on a different area for a sec. So over here we got all of the game cards. So we might as well actually play some mini games. Hi, hello there Mario, welcome to the parlor. Even the great hero Mario should relax once in a while. What can I show you? The playing game. The playing game? In this game you turn into a paper airplane and compete to see how far you can fly. The farther you fly, the more Piantas you win. If you land on one of the platforms with numbers, you'll get a bonus. But if you land on a penalty tile, you'll lose Piantas, so be careful when landing. Okay, it'll cost you 10 Piantas to play, okay? Okay, stay on your toes. So yeah, we're gonna do all the mini games just to show them off. I'm not going to guarantee success. Good luck. Especially with the boat game, I think we're gonna wash out immediately. I'm gonna be real. Well, I'll try to do my best on all these. We can actually use the Piantas. Yeah, they turn themselves into a currency. So yeah, there are Piantas that we can collect, but we also want to hit like a bonus tile at the end. I'm bad at being a plane, apparently. Okay. I'll take it. 413.76. We collected 7 Piantas along the way, and we landed on a +1. So 12 Piantas just for getting that much. So we actually made a profit of 10 by playing that much. So that's actually very good. And -10, oof. Never just turn yourself into coins, guy. I wish sometimes. Thank you, come again, okay. Paper game. Okay, the paper game. In this game, you have to get paper thin with ZR to avoid the wind and get to the finish. If you don't turn paper thin as soon as the wind starts blowing, you'll get blown away. If you fall off the track, you'll lose. The higher you place, the more Piantas you'll win. The shorter your time, the more bonus points you'll get, so get to the goal as fast as you can. Okay, I'll cost you 10 Piantas. Cool. And we'll need a lot of cake mix. As a spoiler, we will be making many a cake, so... I can also just buy the Piantas. Hi, Lungus. Hi, Koopy Koo. Why are you here? I see Wonky is here also. He's like the guy in the underground who will tell you stories from coins. It's like, why are they here? This is scary. Sometimes you can actually weather the brunt of the fan. It can be a little risky trying to do that though, so I don't necessarily recommend doing that. There's fans in the foreground and background also. Hi, Kubiku. Oh, god damn it. I kinda screwed up at the end, but it's fine. We got 5th place. God, we had a profit of... God, we got a profit of 19 and we got 5th place. Like, this is the one that everyone recommends to do because it's like the easiest to get a lot of Piantas quickly. If you're doing it legit, if you don't just buy your way to getting the Piantas you need, which I will probably end up doing instead. Tube. Okay, the tube game. In this game, you have to roll up into a tube to navigate the difficult courses. You'll have to be able to dodge obstacles and navigate narrow paths. The faster you reach the goal, the more Piantas you'll earn. Fall off the track and you'll lose Piantas instead, so roll with caution. If you don't finish the race within a minute and a half, you'll get a game over, so be careful, but do it quickly. Neat. So yeah, I didn't do great on that minigame, and I still got like I almost doubled the amount I put in. Oh, not even double, triple the amount I put in. Hi, we are Tube. Do I remember how this works? We shall find out. This is a very good remix, by the way. Now, one thing I actually like is how some of the music in this game almost feels like it channels different Paper Marios. Obviously, you have a lot of Origami King and Color Splash in the music, but you also have a decent amount of like Super Paper Mario in a couple of the songs. Now we get to the fun part. I'm stressing. Okay, we're good. We're fine. You can mini jump with B. That's actually unusual to this, like unique to this minigame, I'm pretty sure. Like bank around here. We're good. Whew. A lot of times I'm not even in that much danger, but I still make these noises anyway. Jesus, 35 piantas for that. Well damn. We are rolling in money at this point. Time to lose it all. Unleashed Short Hop, yeah. Like, Sonic Unleashed is actually a game on the Fox Girls favorites list I might take off, because I have stories about the game, but I don't know if it's actually a favorite. Oh, the boat game. In this game, you become a boat and dodge obstacles as you sail to the finish. You'll sail forward automatically, but you can lower your speed by tilting the left control stick in the opposite direction. The current will speed up during the second lap, so steer carefully. The faster you finish, the more piantas you'll win. Hit any obstacles, however, and you'll lose piantas instead. If you don't finish the race within a minute and a half, you'll get a game over, so be careful, but do it quickly. Okay, I'll cost you 10 piantas, cool. I also say cool at the end of dialogue a lot, I'm noticing. Like a little vocal tics I've been picking up on, partly because I'm streaming and having to edit myself, so I'm picking up on the things they say. We are now both. Also, when I say unleashed, I mean unleashed, specifically. The Wii version is the one I have the bigger nostalgia / interesting memories for. But yeah, it's like, is that actually one of my favorite games? So I'm kind of second guessing having it in here. I might just do Unleashed separately, as like its own stream, but not as part of the stream series, basically. We have to do 2 laps of this, right? I already forgot. Don't like that. Okay, we're fine. We are fine. Yeah, not gonna lie, I kind of forgot what she told us already. But yeah, you also lose piantas for running into barrels, so we gotta be careful about that. Ooh, this is fast. Okay. This is going great. No sweat. Neat. We are not gonna get much of a profit off this main game. We were very slow, and I ran into a lot of obstacles. -4, but we got 26 piantas back, so could've been worse. I feel like I'm also being haunted by the number 26, and it's not my favorite number. Well, I guess while we're here, we might as well do a thingy. We got all the badges, actually. Yeah, money is expensive, so I would recommend doing the Boo minigame for it. Refund is the one we actually want. And that should be all of the badges, actually, except one post-game one. Yeah, if we go behind the counter now, she'll give us trivia about herself, but I'm just gonna move on. Back to item management for the next 20 minutes, basically. Oh hi, congrats. You bearer of badges. Congratulations, you obtained every single badge, whether earned or uncovered, purchased or found, the complete collection is now at your fingertips. As proof of your efforts, we've sent you a special reward, the badge trophy. Check your useful items to admire it yourself or show it off to friends. You've earned that right to brag. So yeah, we actually have a trophy. They actually do give you, like, Wait, what am I trying to say? They give you, like, completion acknowledgement, basically. It's not like a reward in the traditional sense, but they do acknowledge your achievements, which is nice. I like when games do that. It's very thoughtful when the game actually doesn't just, like, put you through all this effort and then give you no reward in exchange. It's actually merit to playing the lotto game just because we'd actually get a mushroom more likely than not, but we're gonna move on. Okay, what is our storage looking like? This is a very good item. I think I'll keep that. Some of these are kind of like whatever, so... So this one is a fire flower. So yeah, there are also trophies for all recipes and all titles. And there's actually a special post-game reward if you get all 3 trophies. If I recall correctly. So we should do Super Shroom and Fire Flower. Like so. Voila. There we go, and that should be another Zest recipe. Looks like it came out perfect, yum! Go on, take it, Stompy. We got a Zest dinner. Hell yeah. Zest special requires pasta, so I don't know if I want to do that right now. It's next on the list, but maybe we should just buy a crap ton of pasta. Me, for real. This is the not great one, okay. Honey Super is actually kind of expendable, I'd say. Honey Roast is also kind of like whatever, I'd argue. So I'll sell that too. A couple of these, like gradual syrup, I think is needed for cooking. So, mushroom, I'm gonna buy this real quick. And we're just gonna buy a shit ton of pasta. Again, this is one of those things that's a pain in the ass on GameCube, and is, I mean, still kind of a pain in the ass in this version, I'm gonna be real. But is greatly aided by the ability to fast travel. Being able to just hop in the pipe and warp is, like, way easier than having to go down to the sewers and manually climb up to a ledge with the right pipe. So yeah, this is a lot more convenient, I would argue. What if we just max out our inventory with pasta? We can carry like 5 or like 4, right? Which will actually set us up pretty nicely for the next set of recipes. Did I actually ever make a fried egg? I don't think I did, actually. I don't think we can carry anymore. Yeah, you have too much stuff. Please sell, use or store something, and then come back. Okay. Depending on how fast, one, the Pit 100 Trials takes, and 2, how many recipes we get through in the next, like, 20 minutes or so, we might actually be able to finish the game next stream. I'm not gonna, like, hold my breath on that, because, you know, I know my luck, but... it should be doable. Relatively doable. It's also Inky Sauce, which is hot sauce plus a turtley leaf. I need to actually remember that for later. But yeah, I did write everything down in advance, so that's why I'm able to get through this semi-quickly. And again, we are kind of skimming dialogue too, which is helping. Where's the... there it is. Oh, the pasta. Yeah, off stream I'll also double check to make sure I didn't accidentally erase one that I needed to keep. Because I might do that too, knowing me. You got a Zest special. Not bad. So we can keep cooking though. We got all that pasta after all. I want to say some of the pasta ones can actually be mixed and matched. So like you can use like the next item, the spaghetti, and use that for like a different pasta recipe. Like you can just combine it with a different item and get something different out of it. This says these two together. So like 2 sets of pasta together. Wait, you can't do that, huh? Oh. I wrote this down wrong, didn't I? Well, that's unfortunate. That is extremely unfortunate. I mean, wouldn't that just be hot sauce, now that I think about it? It's TTYD spicy pasta. What does it say? And also we have to get a turtley leaf next, so at least that's not too much of an ordeal. Okay, yeah, it's hot sauce. I don't know why it said, I don't know why I wrote it down as cooking fresh pasta twice. If the guide I was reading was just wrong, or if I goofed up. Either is likely. It's like, I'm not gonna put the blame on the game when I am also prone to not walking in. Hey, can I respawn this? Is it gonna be that nice to me? Where I can just go back and forth and get another turtley leaf? Or do I have to actually leave and come back? Damn, okay, the game's gonna be nice. Hell yeah. Never mind. The game was nice, but I forgot. I feel like the spaghetti is the most expendable item we have. I'm just gonna leave a plate of spaghetti in front of, the mayor's house. Surely nothing bad can come of that. And then there's all the tea-related dishes, too. Which that's gonna be a thing, because we have to keep going back and forth. This is Snow Bunny, which we got just by completing the next quest we're doing. Yeah, I'm just kind of continually consulting this guide just to make sure I'm not getting too ahead of myself here. Fresh pasta plus turtley leaf. That should be up here, yeah. You know, I was thinking if I was more, proactive. And to be honest, this is a problem I have every time I play Thousand Year Door. Something that would actually be really smart is to actually gather things up over time and do things throughout the game instead of all at once at the end of the game. That would probably make a lot more sense. Damn, the sell prices are high for these. So, Glitz Pit, correct? Oh, Glitzville, more specifically. And yeah, if Super Paper Mario also, it's like, I don't even know if Super actually tracks recipes the same way this game does, so I don't know if I'd do every recipe in Super either. The Super Paper Mario playthrough might be a little bit more lax than this one. Hi there, sitting in good chairs lately? No? Okay, well, want some hot sauce? And we have to pay for it. I mean, it's set to be a little hot commodity after all. How about 10 coins? How about another bottle? It's just 10 more coins. Oh, this is a slippery slope. Yeah. Again, there are gonna be quite a few games that I just complete because they're easy, but there's like the Pokemon games where it's like, I might not be as meticulous with completion on those, specifically like because both games in question would have Battle Frontiers. Potentially, if I do Emerald. I've been kind of second guessing Emerald. I love the game, but I do think Diamond makes, or Platinum more specifically, makes more sense. Just because it was my first Pokemon game, I think that just makes more sense than doing both. But also, it's my stream. I can do both if I want, but I just need to actually plan out some things. I'm also being a little bit uptight about trying to come up with a decent, you know, round number for everything. That is also on me. Being just a little too uptight about everything. Oh, thank God for cutscene skipping. Now I'm gonna test something. I hope the guide I saw was correct, because if not, this will be very awkward. Because according to the guide I saw, it should be possible, potentially, to combine this item and the last one and still get the item we want. But if this is wrong, then we have to like make another inky sauce. But yeah, it should be possible. Okay, now the guide I'm looking at makes it sound like you need fresh pasta for this, so I'm gonna not risk it. Good thing I looked. Again, this makes sense, but I just was wondering if I could, you know, shortcut it, basically. Again, the big question marks on my mind right now is, do we actually attempt the Glitzville second try? Or like Glitzville redo on stream, or do I just do that on my own time? I don't know if you need the champion spell to actually get the post-game reward. That's something else I need to look up. Though again, to be fair, normally I don't wait until post-game to actually fight through the Glitz Pit again. So even if I did that, it would actually go really fast. Like, cause like, if we're dealing, you know... Let's see, 4 times 2 is 8 minimum. And then we have Yoshi being really powerful, and all of our party members in our entourage. I could equip specific badges. I could blow through that really quickly. So yeah, potentially, even if I did decide to do that, it wouldn't be that bad. On stream, it would probably take like an hour, maybe half an hour, if I'm really lucky with fight conditions. But yeah, we are actually making decent time on the recipes, I'd say, which I'm happy about. Not me completely forgetting what I was doing. Oh. I was getting the thing. The pasta for the inky sauce. Yeah. You also need the inky sauce for the choco cake, by the way, which, it's nice that they give you one, so you don't have to worry about that. And yeah, there's gonna be like 10 recipes coming up that need cake mix, so that's gonna be fun. A lot of trips back to the Pianta Parlor. Neat. Kill mango? Huh, that's an interesting combo. Let's see what we're looking at now. Recipes. 20 out of 58, so we're almost halfway there already. It's quite a bit after the pasta, so fried egg and spicy soup. And we can finally use the dried bouquet that's been sitting in inventory for God knows how long. Ever since the Bubba Ulber quest, that would have been chapter 3, I think. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up pretty soon. I'm gonna get set up here. Probably just do a few more recipes, get to like the halfway point roughly. Fire, flower, and dried bouquet? Hope this is right, because this will be very awkward if it isn't. Because after this, then we'll start getting into all the cake-based recipes, and that'll take a bit. Nice. Making good progress here. I would say... Draw an egg. Again, I actually don't know how many... Wait, we had a hot sauce already. Why did I go buy another? Oops. There's also the teas, the juices. Those won't be that bad. Just like... The biggest hurdle will just be having to go back and forth to get the gold leaf multiple times. I want to do something goofy here. I want to see what happens if I take the egg we just got and cook it again. And this is on purpose. I want to see if this actually will screw it up or not. Or if it'll just give me something else. Because there is actually a mistake option for if you screw up a recipe, so I want to see if that's what we get here. Unfortunately, that did not turn out quite right. Hey, it happens. Go on, take it, Stompy. Got a mistake. 1 HP, 1 FP. I want to say in Super Paper Mario gets buffed slightly. Not, you know, too much, but still. Slight buff that makes it a little bit more worthwhile. We are still missing something. Huh. That is intriguing. What are we missing? Genuinely, I guess I must have forgotten to write something down, because there is still a gap here. Ink pasta. Yeah, I forgot to write one down. Oops. Kill mango plus turtley leaf. That feels like a ordeal to get. I mean, since we have a hot sauce in our inventory right now, we might as well do something else. Yeah, I'll make sure to get that written down for next time, but we'll buy a hot dog real quick. A very good day to you, perchance. That creature with you used to be my runaway egg. Why yes, it hatched from that incorrigible egg. I suppose it's for the best I didn't cook it. Now you're interested in a hoggle hot dog? Still only 10 coins a piece. May I tempt you? Oh. You know what? Actually, I think we should put a pin in this for later. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because we still need to sort our inventory a little bit, and that's gonna be a bit of a headache, trying to trade out a couple items at a time. So that's gonna be a bit. And I still need to actually accept the trouble, because I can't forget about that. But luckily, the good news is we only have to do half of the Pit of 100 Trials this time, to get to the super boss and the trouble and everything. Actually, I might sell a few things here. That would probably make more sense. Definitely sell the mistake. Spicy soup's probably not going to be that helpful. And we can make one, another one if we need to, pretty easily. We can probably get rid of this. The special is slightly helpful. Withdraw. Whack-a-bumps, I think is what I will mostly want to take out here. Now that we have a little bit more breathing room, we can actually store some more stuff too. Store a couple of those, store the gradual syrup so I don't accidentally use it. And the ice storm so I don't accidentally use it. Maybe take out a couple more of the whack-a-bumps. Potentially. They're just good healing items. Yeah, beyond that, I think I'm actually pretty much set here. So next on our agenda, we are going to hop over to the east side once again to accept the actual trouble that we're going to start off with next time. I don't know if we're actually going to do Paper Mario on Friday, given that we beat the game today. Erase that graffiti from Swab. I need someone to go to the 50th level of the Pit 100 Trials for me, Shaboom. So I need someone pretty tough, Shaplowy. For details, please see me next to the cannon statue in Far Outpost, Shaboomity. I forgot we actually had to go talk to him first. I mean, I guess we could probably just go straight there. I don't think the game would stop us. But I like being thorough. I also don't envy my future self. I don't know how I'm editing this playthrough down. Because again, I do have a YouTube channel specifically for like episodic versions of streams. Usually divided by ad breaks. So it's just a question of how the hell do I edit this down to a reasonable amount of time. You agreed to help for my trouble, Shablooey. Thanks to you, Shaboom. There's the dungeon on the rogue port called Pit of 100 Trials, Chakao. I heard if one writes wish on wall of 50th level, then wish comes true. Shpop. I used big explosion to get down to 50th level and write wish, crack. And then I realized the whole thing was a hoax. Shadoop. I risked life getting down there for useless graffiti. I wanted a race, shashroom. I would explode it myself, ease of peas. But getting back down there is not ease of peas, shakroom. So true. So could you go down to 50th level of Pit of 100 Trials and erase graffiti? Please, Shaplu. Will do. Next time. Because I've been streaming for many hours, and I should probably rest. So again, this last session here wasn't that bad. This was pretty leisurely, I'd say. And this will take us straight to the pit, so we're already basically ready to go, as a certain half-sheenie will say. We also have a very special puny, we'll talk to them next time. You also don't need to tattle anything except the actual super boss, so that'll save us time as well. Sort. Type. So, bump attack will be useless. Might as well unequip it. What do I want to have? I kind of want Heart Finder and Flower Finder. I think those will be our best bet, actually, going forward here. Just to make sure we can kind of conserve resources a little bit. And I might unequip Piercing Blow to be able to equip both. Yeah, I think that's basically it for my badge setup for the next section. Save the game, and with that, we are good to go. Again, next time might be kind of awkward. We might get so close to the end I might do another 4-hour stream if I have to, just to finish up the game and not just have like an hour left hanging of the game. But we'll see. Again, I'm not entirely sure how long the next section will take, but yeah, we still got a little bit more of the game to go, thankfully, because I enjoy playing this game. Alrighty. Owie, I've been sitting for a long time. I'll definitely get up and stretch after. But hi, thank you all for watching. Thank you for coming by. This was a lot of fun. Hope everyone enjoyed. Glad we were able to finish the game. Also, mildly surprised I got through the end of the game without crying. But don't worry, we still have to get through Super Paper Mario. There is still a chance for that to happen. Oh yeah, Super Paper Mario, Mystery Dungeon, Layton, potentially. It's a high likelihood. Both Xenoblades. It's like, yeah, I'm probably gonna cry a lot on stream in this retrospective series, so yeah. Yeah, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, you can follow for notifications of when I go live in the future. I also have a YouTube channel, as previously mentioned, for edited down episodic versions of streams, along with a VOD channel. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorer of Sky, which is why I say I will probably cry at some point. I also have a Blue Sky, yeah, I post when I go live, and I have a coffee as a tip jar, and I have a throne for giving gifts. Voila, my routine is getting easier to do. Did I save? I'm gonna save again, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, thank you all for watching. I am beat. This was a 4-hour stream. Ouchie, I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna be feeling it tomorrow. But I hope everyone has a good rest of their day. Good rest of their evening. A lot of people are doing spoilery things, so I'm probably not gonna raid, because it's like, ooh, that's the end of the game. Oh, that's also the end of the game. So, like, I might just not raid, unfortunately. It's okay, sometimes it happens. Yeah, I'm gonna go rest. Next stream will oh yeah, that's the other thing I did forget to talk about. Next stream will probably be on Friday, hopefully. We can get back on track with Friday streams. It might be more we might just finish Thousand Year Door next time. That oh no is about me failing it tomorrow? Yeah, that's fair. You know what I might actually end up doing is I might actually do just a 2-hour stream next time of the pit. and maybe some other like stuff after, and then do another stream where I do the remaining recipes. Like just try to divide it into 2 shorter streams rather than one really long ass stream. But like, I don't know how long the Bib 100 Trials is going to take a second time. That's the big problem, as I don't know how long this is going to take. It could be really easy. It could take a really long time. I don't know. So because of that, we'll play by ear. We could have 1 stream left, or we could have 2 streams left. Depends on also how fast I can get through all the recipes. But again, I might just split it up. Or, alternatively, we could do 3 hours next time, and then just do like an hour to finish it up, and then just goof around with something else. Another thought I had is potentially moving this game to a Wednesday slot and actually starting the next mainline Fox Girls favorites, which is Animal Crossing. And just get this started, but then like Monday, Friday would be Animal Crossing for a bit. Actually, it'll only probably be like a week or 2. I'm gonna do a lot of time traveling for the series, so it won't be that bad, hopefully, question mark. I'm not gonna like complete the museum either. I'm basically focusing on debt clear. Yeah, and then Nintendogs, which will probably be like a 1 session, maybe 1 or 2 session series. It won't be that bad. Maybe 1 session to just show off early game, and then train up my Nintendog off stream, and then come back and try to do all the events. That might be what we end up doing. Or it could just be a one-off stream, I don't know. We'll see. I'm very indecisive. Story of my life. But, yeah, thank you all for watching. My schedule is going to be up in the air, because I still need to actually decide a few things. But yeah, thank you all for coming by. Really means a lot to me. Hope you all have a good rest of your day. Good evening, and so on. I am going to not rest because I'm prone to very good decisions. I'm probably going to try to figure out what recipe I missed and that was your door, and then plan for next stream. But I promise I'll take care of myself. I will say that much. But yeah, thank you all, and good night everybody. Take care.